there's anybody there. Don't think there is. Not yet, anyway. And I've forgotten to put my perfume on. So, by the time I've stopped buzzing, as I normally do on the beginning of a video, somebody should be in by now. Oh, there's 2 people here already. Hi, Ella. I'm just putting my perfume on, so I'll feel in the mood for my Saturday night. It's not Saturday night if you've not got your perfume on, is it? Hi, Chris. Hi, Miguel. Hi, Susan. Little bit of perfume goes a long way in the pulse spots. Hi, Ginger. Oh, well, I've got a sore throat for some unknown reason. I never get sore throats. Hi, June. Hi, Blue Heart. I had my tonsils taken out, so I never get a sore throat, so I don't know why I've got one. Weird. Hi, Marianne. Oh, you don't want any perfume? Well, it was actually aftershave, so I'm sure you'd have been okay, Miguel. Not kissing any boys, Chris. No way. Boys are... And girls are too, just in case you're wondering. I'm absolutely fucking so tired. Right, Cheryl. Hi, Sandra. You break out in a rash. Oh, but it's no good going out with any women that wear perfume then, Chris. Miguel. Did I get a nap? No, I didn't. I'm so exhausted. Hi, Mimi. Yeah, my brain's going like... But I've managed to get some sleep. It has switched off. My brain has switched off a bit. My niece came today. It's just like chatting. Like, oh, I've got to do this yet. Oh, I've got to do that yet. I think I'll just rent a storage unit in. Row everything in it. Deal with it later. Is that defeatist or what? I have to find me crochet. Where's my crochet? Oh. It was nearly a disaster then. I nearly fell off my buffet. Oh, on my stool. Buffet is a Lancashire word, I think. It's not a buffet, it's a buffet. How's the weather? Well, it's thrown it down and then it's tried to be sunny, so we've had it rather mixed today. So I'm still doing this thing. Yeah, I suppose they would, yeah. Why is my wool... Do you like my yarn bowl? It came from the charity shop. I think it's supposed to be. I don't think it's a vase. I don't know what it's supposed to be. My son saw it and said, oh, I see you've taken up gin and tonics again. Cheeky sod. Barely drink. Hi, Pauline. Oh. Oh, this is the second piece. It's a pain in the backside. I'm trying to be polite. Don't want to get banned on YouTube, do I? I'm on the second piece. But I've been busy listing things and sorting out things, and the house is just worse than usual because we're sorting things out. Polly now. Pretty Polly. Pauline came the other day and I gave her one of my dolls that I used to use for display purposes, so she's called her Polly. You've been working on mosaic crocheting. Oh, I haven't got the brain for that at the minute. Oh my goodness me. I don't need an air conditioner. Guess what? Yesterday I had my little Gigi. His parents were having a new boiler fitted and the workman would have been in and out and up and down and in and out, and Gigi would have been all over the place and they didn't want him getting loose. So I had him for the day and it was lovely. We had lots of cuddles and we made up beautiful. And I've got him when they're going away in August. 2 weeks with my Gigi. That'll be nice. 2 weeks with my Gigi. Luckily, if anybody calls, I can say that, put him under my arm and go for a scoot on me. My scooter, you know. So I haven't done mosaic crochet. I've done sort of, what do they call it? Like Fair Island crochet? What do they call it? Like intarsia? I don't know what you call it. Colour work, isn't it? Whatever. You know, you make sort of, well, not pictures, but you make like patterns, like in crochet. I don't know what it's called exactly. I've done that, but I don't think I've done mosaic. Well, I may have done, I don't know. Who knows? And I don't mean you, Miguel. Who knows? Hi, Kathy. Yeah, 2 weeks of Gigi. I can't wait, can't wait. Yeah. It might be my last 2 weeks if I move, so better make the best of it, haven't I? Make the most of it. Get all my cuddles in. Yeah, so we'll see. Oh, this crochet is driving me nutty. Hi, Jill. It's driving me nutty, and I've got another eight more rows after this one. The house hunting isn't started yet. I'm getting the house valued on Tuesday, but that doesn't mean to say it's going up for sale on Tuesday, because it needs staging, you know, for the photos. So, you know, I'm going to have to get a storage unit and hide all my stuff. The man's coming to do the loft on Monday, so that'll be a good hidey hole for my wool. And hi, Carla. So I shall be up and down the ladder, but don't tell anybody, because I'm not supposed to go up and down the ladder. Because my knee today's kept shunting, but that's another matter. If I hold on tight, I'm sure I shall be fine. Yes. So I've got a lot of things to do this weekend. And it's already, Saturday's already gone. Yeah. Never mind. We'll look on the bright side. We're not going to be despondent. I think that's why I wasn't sleeping. I was just concentrating on how much I had to do. Whereas now I'm just thinking, I'll do what I can do in one day. And if I can't do it in one day, you know, tomorrow's another day. So just do it day by day. Yeah. I've listed 91 things on eBay. Oh, it's telling me computer's going to go to swing angle. No, it's not. But nobody's interested in my picture patterns yet, my knitted ones yet. I think the fact that I've put the charted has put them off. Yeah. A lot of people go, hey, charts, I can't do a chart. Oh, no, can't do a chart. Yeah, they're really quite easy to follow a chart. Yeah, 91 things, but I haven't sold a pattern yet. I've got bidding on some of my clothes, my surplus clothes, which there is a lot of. My niece said she's going to come round and we're going to go through the wardrobe saying, go, stay, sell, charity shop if it's too bad. Oh, thanks, Jill. I've got about another 300 to list patterns yet. And I haven't even started on the crochet one yet upstairs. I haven't even. Crochet was my handle, my name, my whatever on eBay. Yeah. I think I've got about 30 something in my Etsy shop. But there's not been a lot of interest in that. Although I have got an order to make. Just when you don't need one, you know. But I'm not saying anything. I'm going to do it. It's money in the bank. Hello, Kelly. I hope everybody's watched Kelly's video. I've not made one this week. I've been that busy doing millions of other things. And because I didn't have anything to show, yeah. You know, I didn't have anything finished. I didn't have any magazines. I didn't have anything to show. So it would have just been me sort of waffling on. Yeah. Hi, Connie. And I thought it's pretty boring when you've not got anything to show and you've not got much to say. So, so I just didn't make a video this week. New travel advice for Spain. Britons are now being advised against all but essential travel to Spain after there has been a spike in the coronavirus cases. Oh, whoopee. Oh, hi, Magali. I wasn't thinking of going to Spain, although I've got friends out there. Yeah. One of my friends out there, he's really a handyman, the one who had the heart attack. It's a pity he's not coming over, isn't it? Then he could have helped me with the house when I get one. But I'm sure there are plenty of other tradesmen knocking about. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Joyce. What am I making? I'm still on that thing. One of those, but in this. I'm afraid I've not been very productive this week, yeah. My son lived in Spain for 4.5 years, yeah. He loved it out there, but my daughter-in-law missed her grandchildren. So they came back, but they would like to get a holiday place out there, not to live out there again, I don't think. But with all what's going on at the moment, it's a bit iffy in Spain, isn't it, with all this coronavirus spike they've got. Hi, Denise. Oh, I've been totally productive, Kelly, yeah. 91 things I've listed on eBay. If you've ever listed on eBay, you know what a chore it is. You have to take photographs, you have to describe things. And then I've got one lady who's already asked me 4 questions about one thing I've got listed. I thought either put a bid in, love, or don't bother, Can I measure it from here to here? Can I measure it from there to there? Does it have this? Does it have that? I thought I'd covered all the bases, but obviously not. I've got the feeling she's going to be fussy, so I think I should tell her, no, it won't fit you. If you're going to be that iffy and you're going to be that critical about how many inches things are, it's not going to fit you, love. Because it's an older, vintage denim dress, and they made them smaller back in those days. It's not like a size 22 these days. I always get the ones, yeah. Can you do me this? Can you do me that? Can you put 94 on the back of it? That's why I didn't do any custom orders. But this lady only wants a shorty cardigan like the one I've made. And it's dead easy. So that's why I said I'd do it for her. And she did ask me, would I? She just said, can I be cheeky and ask you who you do me with? So, I mean, now is not really the right time for me starting to make an order, but, an order is an order, isn't it, Kelly? And I've had none of those lately. What's my eBay name? Crochet Lady, that's all one word, 0161. Can't put the link in. Sure someone else might. Yeah, an order's an order, Kelly, unless they're going to be awkward like the last order I had. The last order I had put me off. I even closed my Etsy shop because of her. Because she drove me round the bend. So that's why I said no more orders. Yeah, I'll see if I can type it in for everybody. But at the moment, there's knitting patterns on there. There isn't any crochet ones on yet because I haven't got around to them yet. So, and I've got tons more clothes to. But as I say, I'm only allowed to have 190, I think, in one month. So, we'll see how we go. Can't flood the market, can I? We'll see how we go. Whatever, so, whatever. I've got big boxes coming, those boxes that you have for when you're moving. So everything's going to get squashed in there and stuck over with a label on. You won't be able to move in my garage because it will be wall-to-wall boxes. Yeah. Well, I don't at the moment, Cheryl. I'm not doing any crochet during the day because I'm doing other things. It's only when I put my feet up about 9 o'clock at night that I actually pick my crochet up. You know, normally I have an hour or so, you know, during the day as well as the evening, but I've been doing other things. Oh my goodness, you made her 4. I hope you sold the other 3. Oh, people are so fussy. They don't realise how much time and effort goes into everything you make. Yeah, I think when I move, I'm just going to slow down. We do have craft fairs over here, Susan, but they are not successful as far as I'm concerned because they just want something for nothing, and all they want is little toys or something like that. They don't want anything bigger. You know, it's no good taking sweaters or anything like that. They don't want them. They just want little things like. Last time I had a craft fair, all I sold was some little, you know, sleeveless, well, not sleeveless, fingerless gloves. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I can't do full-size blankets. They would drive me nuts. No. Yeah. Now, when I move, I might do a little craft fair just to get rid of all my hats and scarves and excuse me, Chris, don't leave me out. Excuse me. Denise has given you the eye already. She's your neighbour. Oh, well, she can give you the eye. Don't give a damn. Well, that's what I'm saying. If I did get a stall somewhere on a market just to get rid of my stuff, I don't mean a regular one. Yeah. Yeah. So just to get rid of the little things I've got, you know, the hats and scarves and, you know, maybe just take a couple of course we've got Coca-Cola over here, Miguel. We're not in the backwoods, you know. We do have Coke. They don't want to pay for anything over here in the craft fair. If you were in a really affluent area, I mean, I follow a lady, you know, I follow Jen Cherry, that Star Lily Creations, and she's had a dreadful year because they've cancelled all the, you know, the craft fairs and everything because of that coronavirus. So that was her main livelihood. So she's had a dreadful year, money-wise, this year. And I always used to envy her with her nomadic kind of lifestyle. She used to get a little caravan out and off she used to go. And, you know, and I used to think, oh, how wonderful. If I was young and like she is, I'd love to do something like that. But then, you know, she's just had a dreadful disastrous year because they've cancelled every fair that she was supposed to be at. You're having a Coca-Cola as well. I'm actually drinking my coffee first. I've just got my Coca-Cola for if I feel thirsty later. I'm actually really hungry. I had Chinese for me dinner. And I don't know what there is about a Chinese dinner, but you feel hungry. You know, about like a couple of hours later, you feel hungry. What's RC? Roman Catholic? No, I only had a full fat one in, so it's been in there for weeks and weeks. So yeah, maybe they're starting the craft fairs up again, but you know, it's a bit dodgy, isn't it? Because you're all so close to each other and stuff like that. Hi, Teresa. You know, I'd be a bit, what's it? Yeah. Hi, Ian. How you doing? Come to join the boys. We haven't got Nathan in yet, but we've got the Miguel, we've got Chris, We've not got Shad yet. We've definitely not got Trevor. I left him 2 messages. He's not even answered me. Naughty Trevor. Smack his bottom when he comes in. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm hungry. I'm absolutely hungry. I'm going to be eating my crisps before long. And then when it comes to 11 o'clock, I'll be looking for something else to eat. Oh yeah, yeah, he would actually. You're probably right. He probably would enjoy me giving him a slap bottom. Kelly's the one to ask about knitting because I haven't knitted for quite a while. So put your question to Kelly. I'm sure she'll try and help you. It's a knitting question. She's a knitter more than I am. I can knit, but I don't knit these days. So I'm more likely to be scratching my head. Oh dear. Just been listening to Alan Jackson, if you know who that is. I like listening to him. I started off listening to Garth Brooks and then I finished up listening to... Oh, you just nitpick, dear Chris, right? Yeah, I do knit, but it just causes me more problems with my shoulder. I'm okay if I'm knitting baby things, but then nobody's having any babies, so I'm not knitting any baby things at the minute. I've actually got quite a few knitted baby, get my teeth in and start again, baby patterns to list on eBay, but for the moment, I think I'm just going to start to list my... Hi, Jeannie. Just got to list some clothes first of all, because I'm having more interest in those selling than I am in the patterns. So, did you manage to get the right colours, Miguel? Because I know you went and there was hardly anything in the store. Over here, there's lots of things in the store, but you wouldn't like the prices, Miguel. Well, perhaps it's got a deep rib, Susan. Have you looked at the pattern? Does it look as though it's got a deep rib? Row 5 through to 28. Repeat rows 1 to 4. Oh, your apple crumbles ready. Right, is there enough for all of us or what? Blue Heart. Tempting us with your apple crumble. You know you should make enough for everybody. Because we don't even have Zoe on anymore, like telling us that she's going to make us a coffee. Do we want any biscuits? Yeah, but yeah, maybe they're counting the first 4 rows as well, Susan. You know, as in the repeats, like. Whereas it should be like 8 times in all. But even then, that's still 32, isn't it? Hi, Ethan. And it's still on my back of my sofa and will remain so, even when I move. And her son said, "Oh, look at all those granny squares. You don't just have to do plain ones, Mum." But she says, "I can only do plain granny squares." Because everybody sent me like fancy ones and that. I'm sure you all saw it when they did it for me. Oh, Miguel, you'll have to write yourself a note. First of all, you forget to put your coffee in the fridge. Now you've forgotten to take your meat out the freezer. Oh, don't start any more blankets, Jeannie. I think you've done your lot with a Halloween blanket. I can't even do a blanket. Yeah, I'm starving as well, Joyce, but I had a Chinese. Well, part of a Chinese because I'm a bit tight. So when I get myself a Chinese, I have to divide it up for more than one day. Otherwise, I can't justify the spending the amount. So, and anyway, I shouldn't be eating a full Chinese dinner. There's too much there for me. So, because I divided it up, I'm now hungry. But I've eaten what should be a normal portion for me. Yeah. So I'm just being greedy. You're plodding your way through a knitted cardigan, Ian. Yeah. Yeah, just do 28 rows, Sue, if that's what it's. Just count them, 28 rows. An extra 2 roasts. Hi, Nana. Or is it Nana Kerry? You confuse me all with your nanas. Oh, you do it, Ian. Just put something good on the telly and or something interesting that you can listen to and then keep getting on there. Yeah, I'd just do 28 rows and blow what it says on the pattern. You know, just count them up and make, you know, that'll be it, won't it? And what is Kelly crocheting today? Or what is Kelly knitting today? Has Kelly finished that blue crossover that she was making? Or did she get distracted and start doing some dyeing? I don't mean dyeing as in, I mean dyeing as in wool. Yeah, I haven't watched her latest couple of videos, Miguel. I need to see how she's getting on. Quite jealous of a she shed. I want one. Not here, of course. I shall have to look for a place with a bigger garden, then I can have a she shed. Oh, you're going already, Kathy? Is it something we've said? Bye. I know. I was thinking that. I said that the other day to somebody. Where's Enid? She said she was moving, didn't she? And then that's it. We've not seen her since. I don't know whether she's got a Facebook page or not. I know when you move, you sometimes have a job getting your internet sorted out, but I don't know. Oh, you know me and tension, Ian. Yeah. You finished the wrap on Friday. Oh, you're doing all the cooking. That sounds like a chore. Asking me to do cooking is like asking me to go and sit in the naughty corner. I don't cook. I can cook. I just don't cook. Yeah. It's not that I can't cook. I can. But yeah. So we're going to have another video, are we, where you're going to show your wrap finished? Hey, Kelly? Yes. You can't cook and you won't cook. No, I can cook, but I won't cook. If I put my mind to it, I can cook quite well, actually, but I just don't like cooking anymore. It's all that chopping and preparing and stuff like that I don't like doing because I can't stand. I mean, even when I was out in the, you know, because my back was hurting that much. Oh, we know you cook, Miguel. You cook. So does Kelly. Other people cook. Yeah, maybe you can just use that stitch and just do a little, you know, like a straight up and down top thing, you know, just use the same stitch. You know, make your own pattern up for Hello, Bridget Queens. Hello. What, the red dwarf? Which one was it? Oh God, what's he called? Can't remember his name. Yeah, the one who he's been in a lot of TV things, hasn't he, as well? Yeah, I can't think what his name is. Craig something or other, isn't it? Craig. Was it him that was on that Master Chef thing? Or Can't Cook, Won't Cook? Can't remember his last name. Craig. He was on, was it Emmerdale or something once? He was on that once, I think. What are you doing, Jane? You're making a muck. And I did say muck of it. Craig Charles, that's the one, that's the boy. What did he used to be? Oh, Brookside it was he was in, yeah. Ooh, and behave yourself. Oh, I've got yellow teeth. Maybe it's my lipstick that's making me teeth like, oh, they look awful. I need to whiten them or something. I'm frightened of whitening them in case they crack my teeth, though. You read all these horror stories, don't you, when you've got cracked teeth or crazed teeth? They make your teeth hurt. Hi, Sina. My dentist put me off that, probably because she wanted to charge me X number of pounds to whiten them herself. No, you can't throw a wrench at another wrench, Miguel. Who are you trying to wrench at? Poor Ian. Leave him alone. Stop picking on him. Don't be a bully, Miguel. It's light-hearted fun. We all know that. We don't mind a little bit of cheeky. We just don't like a lot of really naughty, if you know what I mean. And absolutely no swearing. Because we are a friendly channel. Most of the time, unless we get a troll. You're armed with pom-poms, yeah, we'll throw them at Miguel. You could put him in the stocks, couldn't you, and throw pom-poms at him. That'd be Miguel's idea of horror. You don't have to do the wet sponges on the tomatoes. You just throw pom-poms at him. I don't like wearing a mask, but I don't want to go out without one. Does that make sense? I mean, to be honest with you, my mask doesn't make me feel claustrophobic at all. Maybe I was meant to be a bandit. Maybe I was meant to wear one. Yeah. Yeah, it's just that my teeth look a bit yellowy. A lot of it is when you take medication, some of them make your teeth go yellow. The only thing I would advise you, Sina, is to make sure you get your pricing right. Make sure you read all the regulations and the how much they're going to charge you for anything you sell. That's the only bit of advice I've got for you, Sina. Because they take more than you think off you when you sold anything. So that's the only bit of advice I'd give anybody starting an Etsy shop, is look at all the details, the fine print first. Yeah, I'd rather wear a mask though than have people coughing on me or spluttering on me. Yeah, I don't enjoy wearing it. I don't think anybody enjoys wearing a mask, unless you're a bad. If you've got a compromised immune system and stuff, then yes, you should be wearing them. I mean, people who say, oh, I don't want to wear one and that. Well, it's not kind of you that don't want to wear one. It's anybody who's next to you. You know, how do you know that the person that you haven't got it and you could be spreading it onto somebody else? You know, it's really selfish of other people that don't want to wear a mask. When did I first open my Etsy shop? Oh, blimey, it was years and years and years ago. Well, it's a myth that you can't breathe when you're wearing a mask. It's a myth. I mean, doctors have proved it by wearing 6 masks, one on top of the other. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think the police will have any people that go around, though. Yeah, I mean, I've got asthma, but I must admit, I don't find, maybe my mask doesn't work very well, but I breathe quite nicely through mine. Only thing is, it gets a bit sort of wet. I think I must be fogging it up a bit. I have to dry it when I come back in. But I don't go out much anyway, so it's not like I've been in a supermarket since it all started. Yeah, you have to put your glasses over the top of your mask. Put your mask on first and then put your glasses on after. Then you're not breathing up your glasses. It's all right having steamy glasses, isn't it? Woohoo! But it's been a while, Jeannie, since your glasses steamed up, love. It's been a long, long time since my glasses steamed up. I don't wear them much now because I don't drive anymore. I wore them mostly when I was driving because it does help if you can see where you're going, doesn't it? But those face shields sort of puzzle me a bit, though. You know, those plastic ones, because they are open at the bottom, aren't they? So if somebody coughs them, they're smaller than you. You know, does it go up inside the mask or something, or what? That's what would worry me with those open face things, those plasticky things. They look like they're going to go welding, don't they? You know, I'll just put my welding hat on. Your cucumbers aren't turning green. There's always something with you, Miguel. I was more bothered about flicking my earrings out. I'm always flicking these earrings out. They just clip in at the back and I'm always knocking them flying. Oh, gosh, I'm only on row 8. Yeah. She was wearing a face shield because she thought you were a cougher. I'll put my face shield on because you might cough on me while I'm doing the... Well, go and have a word with them. Go and talk to them. Prince Charles used to talk to his greens, didn't he? And some of the other gardeners, they talk to their plants. So you should go outside and talk to them and tell them to book their ideas up. Mind you, they don't go green as long as they taste all right. Does it really matter if they're not green? No, it's not easy being green. They used to sing that, was it Kermit? Miss Piggy. Kermit. Well, see, your tomatoes have turned red. Poor Jeannie's haven't, so maybe her cucumbers have gone green and yours haven't. Kermit the Frog. Kermit. Hey, Kermit. No, I like them. I used to like Sesame Street as well. But no doubt they'll find something wrong with Kermit the Frog and Sesame Street now. It won't be politically correct. Oh gosh, does that mean if I get a lot of sunshine, I'll turn green, Chris? Ooh. Well, maybe they're getting too much sun. Maybe they're burning. They got a suntan. What colour are they? Maybe they taste all right, Miguel. Why are you so worried about them not being green? If they taste okay, they don't have to be green. You never, well, I see green tomatoes when I grew my own. But you never see them in the shop, do you? Or whatever. That was a film, wasn't it, Fried Green Tomatoes? I like that film. That other film was on the other day, and I love it. Oh gosh, oh, something Steel Magnolias. I love that film, Steel Magnolias. Sad, but it's nice. I loved it when Weezer kept getting dragged about by a dog. Oh dear. Yeah, I mean, all these cartoons, people are saying, oh, they shouldn't be that. You can't say that about a cat, you can't say that about a dog. And you're thinking, the cartoons, you know, it's like Noddy and big ears. You're not supposed to say big ears anymore because it's insulting to anybody who's got big ears. Ah, gosh. You know, where are we going to? It's all politically correct on crackers. We'll have no nursery rhymes left in a bit. We'll have nothing left in a bit. Oh, thank you, everybody. I'm going to sneeze again, so you might need to hang on to your bless yous. I'm so fed up with everybody saying, oh, they're supposed to, you can't say this, and you can't do this, and you can't do that. I mean, some of these nursery rhymes have been around for donkey's years. I mean, I had a friend who was West Indian, and I said to him, are you offended by Bar Bar Black Sheep? And he went, no, why should I? Yeah. He said, you're talking about a sheep that's black. He said, you're not talking about me. He said, it's just a nursery rhyme. I said, yeah, well, it's not offending you. Why is other people being offended? For you. The people who are being offended for him are not the people who are black. Yeah. Mm. It's just one of those things. It has gone too far. You're right, Connie. It's just the thing is about people being overly sensitive. It's not usually the people of a different race who are overly sensitive. It's usually the white people who are being overly sensitive because they don't want to be upsetting anybody of colour or anybody of a different race or religion. And the people of a different race or religion are usually not the ones who are upset anyway. So, why? I don't know. It's all these do-gooders, isn't it? Yeah, we have a right to be offended. We have a right to be anything. But we're not. It's, it's the context of the way something is said, I think. If it's said in an offensive manner, then it's offensive, yeah? But it's if it's not said offensively, if it's just said as a description, like you said, the black yarn over there, the black sheep, the black whatever, the black car, that's not offensive because you're not calling anybody's whose race. It's just, you're just describing something. It's just an adjective. Yeah, the Isle of Wight. Yeah, exactly. It's just, oh. I mean, like over here in Lancashire, we have black pudding. It's been black pudding for years because it's black and its colour's black. So they'll be saying in a bit, you can't have black pudding. My friend lived on a street where there was a lot of Jewish people, and she put a Christmas tree in her garden, and she got like a round, whatever it is. So she said, "No, I'm not taking my tree down." Yeah. She said, "I could say to him, take your damn candelabras down off the top of your car when you're riding around with them." She says, "They offend me." She said, "It's bloody ridiculous." So she kept her tree in the garden. She said, "You can do what you want. I'm leaving my tree there. I'm going to put fairy lights on it now." Hi, Denise. But this is what I'm saying is, who's offended? I mean, I've got a Jewish friend who puts a Christmas tree up. She doesn't celebrate. I mean, I said to her, "Why do you put a Christmas tree up?" She said, "Hey, I like a party." She said, "Is there any celebrations? I'm joining in." She says, "I celebrate Easter as well and everything." Yeah, live and let live, Jeannie. That's what my attitude is. I've lived 74 years, and for the first like 60 odd of them, nobody was offended by anything. It's just like been in the last, 20 years or so that people start saying things are offensive. You know, how come they weren't offensive like 20 years ago? There were still the same things that were said. In fact, worse things said. But hey ho. No, you'll always get somebody who wants to stir trouble up, Jeannie, somewhere. If there isn't any trouble, they try and find it, don't they? You know, they're not happy unless they're causing trouble. Well, you know, when I was growing up, there was never all this stuff going on in the world. The media's got a lot to do with it, I think. No, I mean, if I offended somebody by being white, I'm sorry, but that's the way I am. Yeah. You know, I'm not offended by them being of a different colour to me, or, you know, being of a different race or religion to me. That doesn't offend me. So I don't know why they should be offended by me being different to them. Hmm. No, the world's too intolerant. We should all get along. That's what I like about this channel. It doesn't matter what you are on here. It doesn't matter. We all mix in. You know, if we've got a different religion, it doesn't matter. If we're a different colour, it doesn't matter. If we've got a different whatever sexuality, it doesn't matter. Because none of that on this channel matters to me, or matters to anybody, I don't think, on here. If anybody's offended by anything on here, then they've got the right to leave it, you know. As far as I'm concerned, everybody's welcome. Provided they're not a troll, of course. We don't want none of that. But no, I mean, to me, whatever anybody does in their private life doesn't matter one jot to me. Not one jot. You know, and more people should be like that. I don't judge people by, you know, oh, they're not the same religion as me, so therefore they can't be right. They don't believe what I believe, so therefore they can't be right. No. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I think everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but they shouldn't force their opinion on other people. Yeah. You're entitled to have your own opinion. You're entitled to be offended by something, but don't force your opinion on other people. Yeah. That's cheeky, Susan. Yeah, life's too short to be offended. I mean, if people call me names like because I'm overweight and stuff like that, I can see in the mirror. So why would I be offended because they're telling me the truth? You know, if they were offensive with it by, you know, putting a few swear words or whatever in with it, then, you know, that is offensive. You know, somebody calls you, you know, by a very, very rude name. But if somebody was just to say to me, "Oh, God, you're getting fat," you know, Jan, I wouldn't get offended because it's true. Miguel's getting really upset about his flipping green cucumbers. Stop stressing over your cucumbers, Miguel. They'll turn green when they're ready. Go out and tell them. Excuse me, cucumbers, you are offending me because you're pale. You're being racist now, Miguel, just because they're pale cucumbers. They just maybe don't want to be green. They're on strike. They say, we don't want to be green. They're individual cucumbers. They don't want to follow the herd, yeah? Yeah, Miguel's entitled to be offended by his cucumbers. Just because we're not offended by Miguel's cucumbers, that doesn't make any difference. I'm sure they'll all come right in the end. Oh, dear. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I don't like, but I wouldn't actually. Miguel, you have to taste them. You don't just give them to the hens just because they're not green. If you taste them and they don't taste like cucumbers, then that's fine, give them the hens. But you're just being prejudiced now just because they're not green. Just because they don't conform to what you think as a normal. Yeah, they may just taste the same. Yeah, what colour are they? Yellow? What? White? Just because they haven't turned green, what colour are they? Hmm? I'm getting yam bath. That's offended me, getting yam bath. Not really. It's only you. Hello. Oh, dear. We disapprove of the cucumber discrimination. Yes, we shall form a band. We shall form a Save Miguel's Cucumbers from Extinction. Oh, just because they're pale. Perhaps they're anemic cucumbers. Who knows? Just taste one before you condemn it to the hens. Just because it doesn't look the right colour. Yeah, Crochet agree. Cucumber cozy, yeah. I'm sure they'll taste fine. Now, Miguel's getting offended because his cucumbers haven't turned green, so. Oh, this thing never seems to be the end of this crochet. Yeah, save Miguel's. Yeah, we'll have a little petition. Save Miguel's cucumbers. Well, I've got something in my eye now. What's going on in here, Jill? Miguel is whining because his cucumbers haven't turned green. And he's getting really upset by it all. Oh, give over, Miguel. Just shut your eyes and take a bite out of it and see what it tastes like. You're so prejudiced against these poor cucumbers. Yeah, that's right. Put it in your sandwich and you won't know what colour it is, Miguel. Oh my God, will somebody go on spray with green edible paint overnight? Cucumbers have rights. Yep. We shall form a Save Miguel's Cucumbers campaign. It will make national TV. Good evening, Mr. Marsh. You were missed last week. Oh, don't encourage him, Jill. He's already prejudiced against his cucumbers. Don't encourage him. At least he should taste one before he condemns it. Yeah? Gosh, yeah, it came down in stair rods. My niece had just arrived with my shopping, and it just absolutely, whoa, it was bouncy. Then it stopped. Then it went a bit sunny after that, but it didn't last. Sun didn't last. You obviously don't live in Manchester, the rainy city. Yeah, coming down in stair rods. My dad used to say that. That means it comes straight down. It doesn't slide. It, it doesn't go sideways or sprinkles. It just goes straight down in stair rods. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I've miscounted here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36. I've got 38. 38. And I need 42. Yes, I have miscalculated somewhere, haven't I? I need my pencil. I can't do. I need 42 and I've got 38. I have missed doing. I only need 4 more rows before I do the neck. Fine rain that soaks you through. That wasn't fine rain. That was a bouncing rain. You're painting again the bookshelves. Oh, I'm all right with what do you call it? Emulsion. I can't do gloss. It really gets on my chest. And I can't be in the room when anybody else is glossing either. It makes me really ill. I know they say put onions in things and everything like that, but so I don't know where I got that bit wrong. Well, no, I didn't, because 9 and 4 is 13 until you twit. Yeah, it's right. Yeah. I need to be cooking with gas. At the moment, I think my flame has gone out, Kelly. I need to be more productive. I get annoyed at the end of the day when I've not done half of what I think I should have done. Oh, I don't like spray painting. It can go anywhere. I like those paint pads, those little square things that they're like sort of a foam rubbery stuff. You put them in the paint and you go like that, and they're brilliant. They're much better than a brush. I think it's because I can't see any progress, Kelly. That's why I don't think I've done loads. If I could see like one corner of a room that was straight, I'd think, yeah, I'm making progress. But because everywhere is like upside down. Do you like iced coffee? Miguel, you were born liking iced coffee. Have it intravenously. He has a drip set up. I know it's productive, but there were patterns that nobody's bought, so I'm going to stick to some clothes for a minute. If I can only do 190 things in a month, I'll put my clothes up first. Get rid of them. I've got so many clothes, I can stock a shop. I just love clothes. They've got to be brutal. You cannot wear all those clothes. I don't like spray paint. It gets on my chest, Miguel. Makes me feel really ill. Have you claimed that little chair by the side of the river yet, Miguel? Is it still there? But you forgot to press record. What are you like, Miguel? How's Sue doing? She was doing well when I heard from her. It was beginning of the week I heard from her. She was doing very well. Yeah, very, very well. She's still coping. Since they changed their medication, she's been doing a lot better. Because they decided it was their medication that made her ill. That gave her all the palpitations and God knows what else. They decided it was her medication. Oh, yeah. To me, I can drink cold coffee, but I don't think I like it iced. Although I did have some iced coffee when I was over in Greece, but they make it sort of differently. They don't call it iced coffee, they call it something else, and it was really nice. But I don't like the iced coffee that they sell over here. Oh, thank you. Yes. But what you can't see is I'm wearing my Bet Lynch leopard skin trousers, and I've got my bow on my dress, and I've also got my beads, but Shad's not here. My beads that match. Yeah, I know that's the trouble, the shipping. I don't have any control over that, Ginger. They tell me what the shipping is, yeah. Iced tea always reminds me of those films where they all used to drink mint julep or something, whatever that was. Like Gone with the Wind or something. Yeah, I think they called it frappe when I was in Greece. I only went to Greece on holiday, don't get me wrong, I didn't live there. But it was really nice over there. I tell you what I liked when I was over in, where was it now? Was that Tenerife? I think it's called La Bumba something. It's like chocolate milkshake with, I think it was either brandy or rum in it. Oh, I got quite addicted to them. I think they were called La Bumba or La Bamba, something like that. I thought, whoa, they're lovely. That reminds me, I've got a coffee in the, um, oh, I love Greece. I love Greece, but I love Skiathos more than anything. I've been there twice. Have I travelled much? Not recently, no. We used to always go away abroad when we were a family, if you know what I mean. We've been to not a lot of places, mostly Europe, really. The usual Spain, France. Not been to Italy, though. Been to Tenerife about 3 times. Because we used to go in the wintertime and it's the only place you can get the nice sunshine. Been to Spain. Uh, been to Turkey. Been to Greece. I'd like to have gone more places, but yeah, I'm a bit like that. Although I must admit, I do like the chocolate milkshake with I think it's brandy they put in it. Yeah. I will drink my coffee when it's cold, but then I drink black coffee, so. Oh my goodness me, people coming back from Spain. I'm glad I'm not going anywhere. What if Gigi's parents get stuck in Malta? And I have Gigi forever. Oh, anything with milk in is horrible cold. You know, if you have a hot coffee with milk in, or you have a hot tea with milk in, not that I drink tea. But when they go cold, they're not nice at all. I only like them if they were cold from the start off, if you know what I'm saying. You know, if you made your coffee and it was cold to start off with, but not if it went cold. Or Gigi would be happy if they didn't come back. But Malta's supposed to be okay, so. I used to watch, what was it called? Heidi. And they used to call it Rennet, didn't they? Reenet. I used to think, what on earth is Rennet? Fried Coca-Cola. No, I know that it's not cold when it comes out the cow. It's lukewarm. But I only like milk. Rennet is the liquid that sets the milk. I know they don't call it yogurt. If you read Heidi, whatever it's called, I think it's called Heidi or something. Because I used to read that, obviously, when I was a child. I used to think it was wonderful. Because she slept in this cupboard in the kitchen when she went to see her grandfather. And I used to think, oh, that must be ace. And also, we didn't have duvets back in the day. And she had this big sort of quilty thing when she slept in a cupboard in the kitchen. Like a big eider-downy thing, yeah. Yeah, but they used to call it yogurt something else before it was yogurt. Because it's been around for donkey's years, but it wasn't called yogurt. So I'm going to set you all a challenge. What was it called before it was yogurt? Those of you who can Google away. My fridge is making weird noises, like gurgly noises. It's fine, it's working fine, it's nothing wrong with it, but off milk. I could never understand the concept of sour cream. That never sounded right to me. You know, I thought, is it cream that's just gone off? But it's not really, is it? They put other stuff in it, don't they? You know, I was thinking, why would people buy soured cream? But I used to use it when I made coconut bread. And it's really nice in coconut bread, the sour cream. I like sour cream and chives crisps, or chips as you would call them. Talking about chips. Walker. Yeah, but it's not like you think it's going to be. It's not ordinary cream that you let go sour. It's, they do something to it to make it go sour, don't they? How can you fry Coca-Cola when it's liquid? Oh, I just do it with crochet. I've got hundreds of patterns still to list. But who thought of the idea of putting, what is it they put in to make it go sour? Is it lemon juice or something? There are certain cheeses I can't stand. That one that smells like baby's wet nappies, is it brie? The prices are, I've got them on eBay, Distinctive Crochet. Because it depends where you are. I can't do anything about the postage, because if that's what it costs to send them, then I can't do much about the postage. Unfortunately, the postage to America is very expensive. It's not the cost of the pattern, it's the cost of the postage. I haven't got any crochet patterns up yet. Distinctive crochet. I haven't put any crochet patterns up. Posting to the US would be very, very difficult, Jill, because the postage is just exorbitant, even just for paper. So at the moment, I'm just posting in the UK. Can't understand why postage is so darn dear. I mean, the weight of a pattern in an envelope is hardly anything at all. But eBay, and it's a book or a booklet, then eBay does the cost of the postage because you print your labels through them. So you can't get away with it, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. If you divide your parcels up, sometimes it's cheaper. You know, it's, I mean, I used to love sending things to the Philippines, you know, to Rose. But I couldn't do it because it cost me 100 quid last time I sent her a box of anything. And then she had to pay at the other end because she had to pay for taxis and stuff at the other end. So I sent her a gift. It cost me a fortune to get the wool that went in it. It cost me a fortune to send it to. And then the poor girl, who has not very much money, had to pay to get the parcel back from the post office. So I thought, what's the point of that? She loves American yarn, but like, you know, for me to get American yarn and then for me to send it to her would be ridiculous. Yeah, if you want crochet patterns, distinctive crochet, you have to wait a little while because I haven't even started going through those. But if you keep the link and go back and look at it later, perhaps in a week or two. Because I definitely have to downsize my patterns. I can't take them all with me. I need a room on my own. Just for the damn patterns on the magazines. Yeah, that's the trouble with the patterns. The patterns might be 99 pence, and then to send it, it's like, whatever, £2 or £3 if you're sending it abroad. Yeah, I've got Mario Muppets. I've got some more I've not listed yet. I've got loads more with. I've got Care Bears, Yogi Bear. I've got more. Just trying to find the big books. They're still in the thing. They've not been listed yet. Oh yeah, here's some more. Yeah, I've got Thunderbirds. Betty Boop. Pink Panther. Another Yogi Bear. No, these haven't been listed yet, these Thunderbirds and stuff. I've got Popeye. Got Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry, Popeye, Mickey Mouse. I've done nearly all of those for my son. Goofy, Pinocchio, stuff like that. Done them nearly all, yeah. I don't know about that. I don't want to get in any trouble with copyrights. A lot of the copyrights goes on for a lot longer than you think. You know, I'm not one that sells. What have I done with my hook now? I will be listing them eventually, Distinctive Crochet, but at the moment I want to. The things that are selling for me at the moment are my clothes. So I'm going to be using up my. I know, but it's still contravening the copyright. Yeah, I made him. They were all fashionable even when he was a teenager. I made him loads of them. And for his friends. I have a scanner, but my scanner only does one page at once. It would take me forever to put things on the USB. I used to knit all the time for my son. He always wore hand-knitted sweaters when he was a teenager because he was all fashionable. I made iron sweaters for him and 2 of his friends. There was a pop group at the time called Haircut 100, and they all wore these iron sweaters, and him and all his mates wanted these iron sweaters. Oh, I must have been crazy. And I think of all the money I spent. I mean, those patterns, those character patterns, are mostly £2 and £3 each, which doesn't sound much when you think some people are charging £8 for a pattern these days. With just one design in it. How would it take me not long back then? I was a very fast knitter before I had all the problems with my back and my shoulders and stuff. Today is my spinal operation anniversary, 2008. I had it today, 2008. They're not classed as vintage knitting patterns until they're over 50 years old, I believe. Copyrights are different in the UK than they are in the US. I know there used to be great big debates on Ravelry about, you know, how old, how old patterns have got to be. They've got to be out of the copyright of the firm of manufacturer before you're allowed to do that. And they do hold the copyright for a lot of patterns for many, many years. They don't let them go. No. Lots of people sell photocopies. Lots of people do it, but I'd be the one who gets caught because that's the way I am. I'm just lucky that way. But all the people who got fined for those, what were they making? Crocheting little Yodas or something? Or knitting little Yodas? And Disney stepped in, didn't they? And charged them thousands for copyright infringement. So, not I. I stay within the letter of the law. Boring, I know, but that's what I do. I mean, some of my patterns I'd photocopied, but only because I wanted to write on them. But I've given those away. Yeah, we have what we call a large envelope. And the large envelope, second class, for a big pattern is 88 pence over here. But well, my son had a Pink Panther sweater. So another one I need to find. He loved the Pink Panther. It had a lemon background and a Pink Panther. Mickey Mouse was on a white background. And Goofy was on a blue background, quite a deep blue. Can't think what the other colours were. Mickey Mouse was on a white one, yeah. You have to really go to the post office, I find, because when you look online, it tells you one price, and it's not the same when you get to the post office. When I used to price things for Etsy to be sent abroad, I used to Google the weight and everything on the Royal Mail, and it used to tell me it was going to cost me about £12 to send it. I used to go to the post office and they used to charge me £14 something, and I'm like, eh? Over here, everything gets weighed and it's got to be a certain size. It's got to go through a letterbox. Some of the books, because they weigh a bit heavier, they cost £3.10 to send them. They have these like staggered rates, you know, if it goes over a certain weight, it's got to be so much. If it's under a certain weight, it's such a thing. It doesn't really go so much by the size, although it does. You have to send it large envelope, large letter. Well, that's what I mean. I get the Royal Mail info, and the Royal Mail info for info overseas isn't right. They tell you less on the web page for Royal Mail than what it is when you get to the post office. I usually found out I lost out with everything I sent, you know, from Etsy. As it cost me £2 more than I was charging for the postage. And even then people were saying, God, your postage is high, can't you knock your postage down? I'm like, no. Well, they're not right, are they, Kelly? You can't get an idea. And you can't nip up to the post office with everything to weigh it before you even send it, because then you're standing in the blinking queue for hours and hours and hours just to see if you can weigh it to find out how much it's going to cost you when you send it. I've got my necklace on. Look, there it is. Are you happy now? Yeah, I told you about the copyright. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I can't put it any higher up. It's just dropping down. Yeah, the life of the creator plus 70 years after their death. I know UK copyright is really strict. I mean, my niece's school, they had this idea, while, you know, there was a lockdown and everything, of reading stories to the children over the Yeah, well, my partners are definitely not 50 years old. Some of them might be, but you're talking maybe about 20 years with my partners. So they're definitely in copyright. Um, it's just not worth it. Like I say, my nieces, the school they started doing on lockdown, they started reading stories, but they put them onto YouTube, and then it was like, you can't do that, it's copyright, because they were using children's books that were still still current, so they couldn't do it anymore. They had to close it down and not do it. So, because as long as they put it on YouTube, you see, it was open to everybody else having a look. They would have had to list all the people name by name by name that were actually able to watch it, yeah. And they couldn't do that because there were so many children, obviously. Yeah, I think you could send an adult, 2 kids and a cat for the same price you could do sending a magazine, yeah. They used to do a printed paper rate, because I used to send a newspaper every week to Barbados. And but you had to roll it up, and it was only like a label across the middle of it, and the paper stuck out at either end, and you weren't allowed to put a letter or anything in with it. You had to just put the paper rolled up, and they used to do a printed paper rate. But even then it used to cost me, well, I'm going back 20, 25 years when I used to send them. Mr. Marsh is on here somewhere. Yeah, he's just being quiet. It used to cost me a fortune. Oh yeah, I'd have to be able to charge less, because it kills my sales. The cost of my shipping to America kills my sales, because a lot of my garments weigh quite heavy. It's not like I'm making something out of, like a flimsy little bit of rayon or something. You think if you've used wool or you use cotton, they weigh quite a lot, so you go by the weight. So, you could make a sweater for, what, 30, 40 pounds, and then it costs you another 20 to send it to America. So it's just killing small people. It's like all these little shops that are like closing down, the little high street shops. People are saying, oh, support your little shops in the high street. But they're having to close because, they lost so much trade while it was lockdown and that, and the council and that are not giving them any concessions on the rates and stuff. Yeah, I don't know about that, Patricia, because it wasn't educational. It was just reading stories to keep the kids occupied, wasn't it? It weren't like they weren't reading a maths book out or something like that. They were reading just stories that were copyrighted stories, that you could buy the book from. So they got into trouble. Well, they would have got into trouble if they'd carried on, because they got advice off the solicitor. The solicitor went, no, cut it, can't do it. They didn't want to get the school in trouble. So I just noticed he's spotty on one side and stripy on the other. I've only just noticed that. That's strange. Yeah, if you turn it round, it's patterned on one side, and I never noticed. Then it was a mix of spots and stripes, yeah. Yeah, I've got a bow. If you're watching, Shad, I've got a bow, and I've got my leopard skin trousers on as well. I would show you, because I can't get my leg up that high. Maybe I could. A minute. Whoops. Show you my trouser leg. There you go. Look, my trouser legs. Got my leopard skin. Oh dear. Let's go back a bit. There we go. Now you can see my map. Oh dear. Hi, Stay. You like my leopard skin trousers? I'm feeling very backbench today. Yeah, hi Betty. I'm Betty Boop, not Betty Boop. Oh yeah, look, it is. It's got stripy bits on one side and bits on the other. Never really noticed that. Mr. Marsh is probably busy contemplating his navel. That's what they used to say to me at school when I went off into a dolly daydream. Janet, will you get with it back into the classroom, please, and stop contemplating your navel? I once said on my school report, we see more of the back of Janet's head than we see of the front because she's always turning round talking. I've put a lot of patterns on, but they're only the knitted ones and the charted ones at the moment, Teresa. It's going to be a week or two before I get round to the crochet ones, yeah. Yeah, his navel. You know what his navel is? His belly button. Yeah, a belly button. We call it a navel. You nabbed the kid's Monster Munch, have you? I don't like those that are like full of air. They're weirdy. Although I must admit, I did eat a prawn crackers that I got with my Chinese dinner. I got freebie prawn crackers. And I also got two free fortune cookies as well. All because she rang me up and I'd ordered chicken with broccoli. And she rang me up and said, I'm so sorry, we have no broccoli. So I said to her, it's okay. I said, cancel her order, yeah. Hi, Brandon. What was on my fortune cookie? Oh, my goodness. I kept it somewhere. I bet my niece has thrown it out. It was something very apt, you know, with what I'm going through at the minute, yeah. I remember thinking that, oh, that's good. That's good. But the fortune cookies are always nice. They never tell you anything evil in a fortune cookie, do they? It's always like something uplifting. Hi, Deborah. It's never like, look behind you, the bogeyman's here or anything on your fortune cookie. It's always good fortune will follow you and stuff. Yeah. I've got something in my eye still. Probably mascara. You buy a box of fortune cookies. I like to eat them, but mine tasted a bit gingerbready to, you know, yesterday. They don't usually taste too much, do they? But hi, Deborah. They tasted a little bit gingery, a little bit gingerbread. But they were nice and crispy. You never had a fortune cookie? They're bent like over. When you break them apart, there's some, there's always a little thing, like you're having crackers. There's always a little piece of paper in them, and you read your fortune cookie. But they're always nice. I've never had one that was horrible. You know, it's always said something like, you will have a long and prosperous life or something like that. But my fortune cookie bit of paper was on the kitchen, and when my niece took my rubbish out, she probably took the fortune cookie out as well. Well, because they had no broccoli, I had chicken and mushrooms instead. Yeah. So because I said, I said it doesn't matter, I'll have mushrooms. She usually, that's why I got the prawn crackers, I think, and the fortune cookies as well. Yeah, she took my fortune and threw it in the bin. They have lottery numbers on the back. No, ours don't have lottery numbers. Your fortune says no green cucumbers. My fortune says Miguel is making a fuss. Yeah, that's what they usually say. You are living your best life. It makes you wonder what you had before. Yeah. You know, you often wonder if some 90-year-old person opens up the fortune cookie, it says, "You are going to have a long and prosperous life." They've already had it. Yeah. My coffee has gone cold. I'm sorry, Miguel, I don't want any. They are in packages, sealed up. Squeak, 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 squeak. Chickarrones. What are chickarrones? I've no idea, Patricia, what they are. Kelly, they would be joking. My flask needs a new flask, let's be honest about it, but it still works, so. It's not keeping things as hot as it used to, but. Fried pig fat. Yeah. Are they like our pork scratchings? Anybody who's in the UK? I can't eat pig, pork scratchings. They really break your teeth. And the Chinese eat pig's trotters, don't they? You're going for a hot chocolate. Okie dokie. It's only you. Okie dokie. We've got who knows, and we've got it's only me. Oh dear. Deep fried pork skin. I must admit, Arian likes the crackling on a pork. On a piece of pork. No, you're not the same person. No. You're not a troll, Miguel. You're yeah, la 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 la. What time is it? Oh, it's only 11:15 and I've already got my snacks. That's sad. I might have to think of something else to eat. It's really sad, though. My fault. I was hungry after my Chinese dinner. I think they put things in them to make you hungry. Oh, I don't eat pickles, pids. Oh, no. I don't want anything to do with feet. That would make me heave. Eating feet when it's been walking in mud and muck and... No, thank you. I've not had a pickled hard-boiled egg. I'll eat hard-boiled eggs, obviously. I used to love them. Chopped up and, with watercress or cress. No, I've never eaten a pickled egg. They used to sell them at the chip shop, didn't they? So big. I never understood that. Why you would buy one at the chip shop. They have them in pubs, don't they? In great big jars. Never fancied that pickled egg. Why would you eat a pig's foot? There can't be any meat on a pig's foot because they're all hoofs. You might as well eat their ears or something. No, they cook the pig's ears and give them to the dogs, don't they? My dog used to love pig's ears. Woo! Used to woof them down like. Oh, I don't fancy a pig's trotter. No. It's one thing I don't think I want to eat. Tripe's bad enough. No, I'm not mad on oxtail either myself, no. My mum used to make oxtail soup sometimes with real oxtails. But no, not keen. They used to sell oxtail soup as well, Heinz, but I don't think they do it anymore now. I didn't like the taste of it. It was too kind of spicy and weird for me. You don't like, what's rump roast? I like steak. Is that what steak is? Rump roast. You eat all the pig but the squeal. No, pork chops or pork whatever is about the only. I don't like caviar. I've only tasted it a couple of times, but only a little smidgy of it. It's so expensive. But I don't like caviar. Nope. There's a lot of things I don't like. I don't like anchovies. I don't like things. And now anybody can eat a plate full of spaghetti without being like bolognese with it or something. I have no idea. You can sprinkle as much cheese on it as you want, but I'm still not eating it. No, nothing like that. I don't want chocolate-covered grasshoppers or beetles or anything like that. No. Hi, Tina. It's Tuna. Miguel Tuna's here. Oh, Galaxy Cadbury. It's got to be Cadbury's, yeah. Galaxy's too for me. There's something about it. It's very creamy and sweet, yeah. Although Cadbury's doesn't taste the same since it got bought over by Americans, yeah. Golden syrup, I don't like honey. Yeah. I like golden syrup on my porridge, but it's bad for me because I'm diabetic. But I do love it, but I don't buy it anymore. Yeah, they said they didn't change. Yeah, it tastes more to me now, more like Hershey's. Now Hershey's I don't like. To be it's thick chocolate Hershey's. Sorry, not Hershey's. Somebody sent me a Hershey's Kiss from America one time, a big Hershey's Kiss. So sweet and horrible. It was sickly. And I'd read so much about these Hershey bars and Hershey this, and in every American film you watched, they were eating these Hershey bars, and every book you read. So this guy sent me one, and it's like, oh, it was awful. Yeah, that low sugar or half the something or other that Cadbury's were making, and apparently it was like vile. You got your first coat on your second book, Shah. Well, when are you going to come over here and paint my house when I move then? I want to eat again, and I've eaten mine. Yeah, Hershey's is gross, yeah. It tastes so sweet, and I don't know what they're using. Do they use corn syrup or what do they use? It's sickly. Sickly. The most disappointment of my life was root beer. It tastes like Germaline. Ooh, like antiseptic. It's just not nice at all. I was so looking forward to this root beer. UK chocolate isn't as sweet as yours, no. Do I make my own chocolate? Oh, no. Can't cook, don't cook, won't cook. No, I've never made my own chocolate. The only thing I didn't like was ages and ages ago, Miguel sent me this video link to this couple with children, and somebody had sent him a pile of English sweets over. And they were horrible, these people. They were spitting it out and throwing it on the floor. And I thought, and they were going, yuck. And I'm thinking, oh, they're so rude, these people. You know, people had taken the time and the money to send them all these sweets over. And they were so rude about it. Yeah, they were so rude. I couldn't watch them anymore. Letting the kids spit the sweets out on the blinking grass. They're sort of enticing ants and everything to go and eat them. And it was right outside the mobile home. And I thought, yeah, they could get ants and everything. All kind of insects would be attracted to the sweetness, the sugar and stuff. No, they could have said, oh, these are not to my taste. But I mean, the faces the kids were. Yeah, the kids were so horrible, spitting them out on the grass. The mother wasn't saying anything, like, don't spit them out on the grass. Yeah, they wanted to smack the bum, they definitely did. The parents were not much better. Okay then, Distinctive Crochet, yeah. At the moment, I'm going to concentrate, I think, on putting my clothes up because they're the things that are selling. But the patterns will be going on because they're going anyway. They're all going. So we'll see. Still got something in my eye. It's probably mascara. I don't often wear makeup. I don't always wear it during the week anymore. I used to put makeup on every single day. I wouldn't go out the house without wearing my makeup. Guess I've got older. Not as vain anymore now. I just don't put it on. Am I moving? I am. I can't tell you when and I can't tell you where. But it's, you know, yep. But I'm definitely moving. Miguel, think about your blood sugars. Have a drink of water. Yeah. I need my hips and my legs. It's absolutely been killing me to walk up the stairs. And moving to a narrow, no, definitely not on the wall. I'm not going to a. My hips today are just, because I've been doing a lot of, I've been taking photos and things, so it's been like standing up, sitting down, and my hips have decided to go, no, thank you. So, and I refuse to take painkillers unless I'm going to bed. Because they just dope me up and I can't do anything during the day if I'm like doped up painkillers. So, and I wouldn't mind, I got my prescription from the doctors and he's not given me my pills that I take for my depression. Well, it's not depression, but mild ones I take. So my anxiety is like, because I've not had any for a fortnight. And when I looked, he took them off my prescription. So I'm going to have to ring him up on Monday and say, hey, what's going on here? Yeah, I'm going in a bungalow. I don't know where, don't know when yet. So, because I've not even started looking, because until I sell this, I can't go and look. So, yep, I want to be all on one level so I don't have to go upstairs to bed. Anxiety is just making me anxious, all this moving stuff and stuff. You know, it's all the thoughts of what I've got to do is giving me a headache every night and stuff. Your mind just won't stop worrying about, you know, it's like, and I don't know why he's took him off the prescription, why he's took me off them. I don't know, because there was no consultation. There was no like, right, I'm taking you off these because they're just not there on my repeat prescription. So I'm going to have to ring him up and find out why he's took me off them. Yeah. No, my anxiety is just, I only take a very mild dose, but it just keeps me level. You know, it just stops me going a bit, I don't want to go back to crying over nothing. That's why they put me on them, because I just kept busting into tears and I didn't know why. Yeah. But I feel like that now. I feel like I want to cry all the time. So, I don't know. I think it took me off them because they changed to another pill that meant I didn't have to take them. But I don't take this new pill that they gave me because I couldn't take them. So I need to have a word with him. Because they gave me amitriptyline and I can't take them. Send me up the wall, down the other side. Give me wild dreams and, oh, no, I can't take them. I don't like any herbal tea. I tried them all. Hi, Judy. Did I say hello, Melly? I don't think I did. Hello. Yeah, well, I got depression through a lot of things that happened a long time ago, Brandon, but I don't want to talk about them. Phones have a lot to answer for when they change things. It's always my son I always send weird messages to, and I get this little question mark comes back as an answer. When I read back what I've said to him, it doesn't make any sense. My niece said she's got used to reading my shorthand and reading, through like the words that aren't there. It's my phone, it's not me. I can type and I can spell. It's just my phone. Oh, you're going to Bobo's now, are you, Kelly? Yeah, sweet dreams. I think that's probably why I'm not sleeping, come to think about it, because I've not had any for over a week now, maybe a fortnight. That's probably why I can't sleep at night, why my brain's going, but I'm supposed to be sleeping. They must calm my brain down when I get them. I'll have to have a word with him because I think it's because of the amitriptyline that I don't take. I think when I took the amitriptyline, they told me I didn't need. Do I want a pale cucumber? Why? Would I want to talk to it? No. What am I not taking? Citalopram. It's only very mild. It's only like 5 whatevers, 5 mgs. It's very, very mild antidepressant. But since I've not had any, I just can't sleep. I could be up all night. Yeah, I have problems sleeping anyway because of my breathing problems, even though I have a mask. Yeah. I don't know why when I'm not on the citalopram, I just want to cry. And I don't know why I want to cry, because I don't cry when I'm on it. But last night I was just watching something on the television and I was sobbing my heart out and I'm thinking, what's wrong with you? A pale cucumber, Brandon, is the fact that Miguel is stressing because his cucumbers are not turning green. All right, Melly. Well, she'll know then if you vanish. We'll excuse you if you've not vanished. Yeah. I could have shown you my boots because I've got leopard skin boots as well, but they're actually in the cupboard. It's not like Prozac. It's not addictive. Let's just say it's not addictive. Citalopram. It's only very mild. I think it's either 2.5 or 5. Yeah, Miguel does need some cucumber appreciation therapy. You're right there. We're going to have. Yeah, they prescribed me amitriptyline and nortriptyline. And they said that if I took those, I didn't need the citalopram, but I don't take the amitriptyline because it doesn't agree with me. So I need to have words with him. Oh dear. because I'm sick of having a headache all the time. It's not a headache like boom, boom, bang. It's just like a dull headache the whole time. I wake up with it, go to bed with it. It's just like lurking at the, you know, like, you can't go around saying, yeah, they gave me nortriptyline, I think it was. And amitriptyline, first of all, I couldn't take it. And then they changed it to nortriptyline. Yeah, my citalopram isn't that much. It was only about 5 milligrams or 10 milligrams or something. I don't feel suicidal. I just want to cry. And I don't know why I want to cry, but I just want to cry. Yeah. Just makes me really, really... I did used to take St. John's wort, but it argued with something else I was taking. I can't remember what it was now. Yeah, I think a lot of it, Susan, I think you're right. It is anxiety about not knowing where I'm going, not knowing when the house will sell, not knowing where I'm going to put my stuff, you know. Now you want to cry. Yeah, there's certain things that if you take, that you can't take the St. John's wort with, and I can't remember what it is it argues with, but it argues with something that I'm on. Because I used to take St. John's wort and I loved it, but that was before I was on all this other medication for high blood pressure and stuff like that. Oh, I'm buying, yeah. I'm downsizing, but I'm buying, yeah. Getting a little place that I can look after. Yeah. Somewhere where I can plug my Hoover in and go all the way around without having to go upstairs, downstairs in my lady's chamber. Not Hoover stairs. Oh, God, that kills me. Hoover in the stairs. My stairs are disgusting. I even bought a new Hoover so I could Hoover the stairs, and I still haven't done them. But I've got a bloke coming to do the loft on Monday, so there's no point. Yes, it's got to have a garden, got to have lots of grounds with it. I don't want to be... I don't mind having a smaller place to live, but I just don't like to be shut in. You know, I like to have green all around me and stuff. You know, I could never live in a flat or anything like that. Yeah, heart set on something that I find something really nice, and then it sells before I sell. Even trying to... I've been kind of browsing, looking what the price ranges are, and what's on offer and things like that. But I can't really get my heart set on anything until I know that this is selling. You know, because I haven't got the money to put a down payment on anything. So I might even be homeless. I might even be living in a caravan. I'll be living in a caravan on my son's drive. The area we're looking at really is more like the Fylde coast, you know, Fleetwood, Cleveland, Knott End, all around that area. Just want to change. We've looked at other areas, but the places are more expensive. We're just going where we can afford a bungalow. You know, because obviously I can't have a mortgage. 74 won't give me a mortgage anywhere, so just a question. Yeah. One of my friends saw her grandson for the first time. Yeah. I mean, she's seen him on FaceTime and she's seen him on whatever because he's in Scotland. But her daughter brought him down yesterday, I think it was, and so he saw his grandma for the very first time. Yeah. He's about 4 months now. He was born just at the beginning of the lockdown. Yeah, I'm going to be an urban gypsy, yes. Living in a caravan. Hey, you know, I have to live in a caravan for a couple of weeks. Yeah. Then I will do it. There's lots of places that look nice. Absolutely look gorgeous, but it's whether they're still available when I sell my house, isn't it? Knott End is near Fleetwood and near Oh God, there's another place it's near to. It's very quiet at Knott End, very, very. It's near the sea, but it's not a nice sea, you know. I don't think it looks nice anyway. It's near the sea, but it's like not nice beach where you could sit out on. But I'm past the sort of sunbathing age now, so I don't care. The only reason we looked at Knott End was because it was cheap. Lots of bungalows there, kind of like an old people's kind of area, you know what I mean? Cleveleys, Knott End, parts of Fleetwood. Definitely not Blackpool. Can't stand the place. Lytham St Anne's, anywhere like in that area. When I'm not too. We were looking at like Oswald Twistle and Bacup and places like that, but the price, they were a bit out of it and not near any amenities and things, and I can't be not near shops, if you know what I mean. Got to be near shops. I know you can get deliveries online and stuff, but you still need to shops you can pop out for, you know, a pint of milk. And no, I won't be watching Gigi after I've moved. No, I'll look after him for holidays if they bring him out to me, but I won't be having him every day. They're working from home anyway at the moment, so they don't need me anyway. One of them's working from home for another year, so yeah. So they won't be wanting my services for looking after Gigi every day. So. Anyway, it's not my problem, is it? He's not my dog. If he was my dog, there'd be no problem. I'd just take him with me. But, you know, I only mind him. I don't look after him. So. Yeah. You're having a popsicle. Knott End is quiet. There's nothing going on. It's almost like the where you retire to die. It's one of those kind of places. But you have to look past that, don't you? I'm going where I can afford, Teresa. Somewhere where the overheads are less money. Somewhere where, you know, I won't be scrabbling from week to week and month to month. Robbing people. I don't have any like what I call spare, you know, mad money. Don't have any of that, you know. So it would be nice just not to have the big overheads that I have with the house and stuff. Yeah, it's all the fees that they charge us, surveyor's fees, solicitor's fees. You know, you're not buying a house for what you see the price, you know. You've got all this other stuff on top. This is why I have to go down in price from this house because, you know, I can't afford to go on the same level as I'm at the moment because I couldn't afford all the fees and stuff. They take thousands off you for selling the house, buying a house. I don't know if it's the same in America or what. But over here, it's a joke. Knott End, yeah. When my son suggested Knott End, I went, what? Not what? Yeah, this is why I'm coming down in size and coming down in price because I need to, you know, to be able to afford everything that's going to cost me to move. Yeah. I never thought I'd move. I thought I'd been here till I die, but the stairs are just getting the better of me. Yeah, my son's moving as well, Ella, so we'll all be in the same area. Yeah. I'm not moving away from him. I mean, I would be if I was moving on my own. I'd be moving further away. But he's got plans to move too, so we're all going. Who goes first? Depends on who sells first, doesn't it? I've got a feeling it'll be me that sells first. Because the area that I'm in, it's set to sell quicker than the area that he's in. But you never know. if I ever earned enough of an eBay fund to get a stair lift, they're thousands of pounds to have one put in. And they've told me that they couldn't get because my stairs go up and then round a corner, and then the bathroom's there, so there's nowhere for the chairlift to go to the landing because it would go straight across the bathroom door. So it would have to stop like halfway up the stairs, so I'd still have stairs to climb when I got off my chairlift. These houses are just not built for them. I don't suppose they thought about chairlifts when they built the house, did they? About stairs that go around a bend. Yeah, I've got about 13 steps that go up, then I've got a little landing, and then it's 3 steps up again to a little tiny landing, but that's got the bathroom door right next to it. So it's just not fitting. No, I'm trying to use my Etsy funds towards paying for my storage unit so that I can put my big stuff in there until I move, yeah. Oh, gosh, everything over here is dear. It's the same with an elevator. Where would I put it? Because there's no rooms upstairs. It's a big house in one way, Chris, but it's not designed very well. The rooms are tiny, so there's nowhere for an elevator to go up. You know, they'd take over half the room, if you know what I'm saying. No, I thought about all these things before I decided to move. Back to painting. Wear your wrist strap, you'll be having a bad wrist soon. That's why I can't. I've got arthritis in both wrists, and so I'm a duffer at painting these days. Anything that involves anything like that action would kill me. Even when I'm crocheting, I have to be strapped up like. Why do wrist straps always have to have Velcro? You know, if it's a decent wrist strap, it's got to have Velcro. No good. You should make crocheters. Knitting machines are going. I've decided they've got to go. I've hung on to them for years and not used them, so they have to go. Breaks my heart to sell them because I'm going to get peanuts when one of them has got every gadget known to man. I'm going to put my little wristlet things on because these keep my arms warm and stop me from hurting the house up, which I want them moved because it would make the house look bigger without them. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll just put these on. These are wool. I mean, they're not handy to do anything, but they keep my arms warm, but they make me itch. That's the only trouble, because they're wool, they make me itch. But I don't know why my wrists and my arms are so sore. But it's got nothing to do with crocheting, because I haven't been crocheting much this week at all. It's getting old. Brilliant, isn't it? Getting old. Yeah. One more coat of paint. Oh, for goodness sake, Jill, I wouldn't envy you putting all that paint on. I won't be doing any painting when I move, that's for sure. If I have to get a painter or decorator, I ain't gonna be doing no painting. But my son and daughter-in-law said, well, it's not much of a problem. You know, just putting a coat of paint on things. It's just if it's got heavy, horrible paper. You have to have it all papered as well. So I might get a decorator, just go all the way through and put plain paper on everything, then I can just paint it. Yeah. Whatever. That's all in the future. I'm not even thinking about it because I'm getting a headache. If I start thinking about it, I'll get in bed and I'll be like, no, I can't get to sleep again tonight. And I can't take my sleeping tablets, because if I take my sleeping tablets, I won't wake up in the morning. That's the only problem when I take sleeping tablets. I don't wake up. That's why I stopped taking the amitriptyline. I took them at the night time, went to bed, Was asleep all the following day, and I was still asleep the day after. So I thought, nope, can't be taking. Not only that, I was having horrible dreams. Yeah, my son's moving as well, Ella. So we'll all be. Oh, the little pooch is now put on hold because I can't have one at the moment with all this moving and stuff going on. So I'll think about getting one when I move. Be a rescue anyway. It won't be a posh little pooch. It'll be a rescue little pooch. Yep, I will take some painkillers actually. No, I mean the rescue centres have opened again. You know, for to get the dogs. I mean, they were closed. Well, you know, they've opened again now. But it's not the right time for me to get the new. Because you'd have to make sure where you were moving to was a secure garden and things like that. There's all sorts of things to think about before you get a dog. You know, if it's low walls and there's no gates, and you know, you don't know, do you? You've got to make it dog friendly, haven't you, so that the dog can't get out and stuff. Otherwise, you couldn't let it out on its own in the garden, could you? So, lots of things to think about before I get an animal. So, I can always get a mouse, I suppose. But don't say goldfish, because I'm not having a goldfish, or I'm not having a bird, because they make too much noise all the time. I've never been a bird person. We used to have a budgie when I was a kid, but when I say a budgie to anybody who's American, they don't know what I'm talking about. They're going, is it a parakeet? Is it what this? Yeah. Oh dear, yeah, I'm just taking some painkillers. I've got leopard trousers on and I'm taking my drugs. But they're only prescribed ones. Don't take any illicit ones. Your Saturday night is racy. Yay! People think I'm a sweet old lady. Just shows how wrong they can be. Yeah, all my drugs are medicinal. I don't take anything that's... Well, I take vitamins, I suppose. They're not prescribed, are they? But I don't take anything untoward, let's just say. You know, people have said to me, oh, you should try cannabis for all this. You know, with painkillers and stuff like that. But I won't, because it's not illegal. If they legalised it over here, yes, but no, I've never partaken in it. No. Never taken any uppers, downers, or anything. They were all around when I was a teenager. Everybody was smoking and taking things. I am a sweet old lady. What do you mean, Pauline? No, honestly, I've never taken them. It was all the thing to take uppers and downers when I was like well, not quite a teenager, a bit more than a teenager. And like everybody was smoking weed. And I never did. I think I got high on the fumes from other people's weed. But no. Well, I never smoked cigarettes, so I suppose that's why I never wanted to smoke weed or anything. I mean, I was in the era, you know, all this Woodstock and London hippies and all that jazz, yeah. But I never even... I don't know why, whether I was scared to take things like that. I just never did. I'm not saying a few of my friends didn't try. Nothing hard, no hard drugs, no, nothing like that. But nowadays it's all the hard stuff, isn't it? Heroin, cocaine, spice, all that jazz. No, I've never taken ecstasy or anything like that. No, nothing. Very boring, aren't I? Miguel's a popsicle addict. I mean, you see on the TV and you see on places and people are off their heads on that spice and heroin and cocaine and that, and they nearly die, and paramedics are bringing them back from the brink. And I'm thinking, why do they think it's such fun to take stuff like that? You know, when they inject them with stuff to bring them back from heroin, you know, like an overdose, like they hate people. Yeah. I'm not anti anybody who smokes a bit of weed, you know, like a lot of the hippies of my generation did, and some of them probably still do. You know, a lot of the hippie communes and things, they smoked too. Because, I mean, you don't see any trouble when anybody's smoking weed. They don't go crazy and start punching people. They're more likely to go, hey, man, and fall asleep, aren't they, you know? I mean, I've had West Indian friends who smoked, you know, a bit of weed here and there. And they're the most tranquil people ever. You know, but spice, they go around punching people and all sorts of things. Go off their head and go crackers. Nah, not for me. Yeah, when I was younger, the hippie sort of commune life used to appeal to me, but not now. I'm not nomadic enough anymore now. I like my creature comforts now. I used to think my friend went to live on not a commune, but it was because it was in England. It wasn't like a cult or anything. And she really, really enjoyed it, you know. But it was the thought of having to cook, you know, and your turn just put me off, yeah. Oh, yeah, nutcases. I know there's some nutters that really get into this alien thing, don't they? And they've got alien chasing, don't they? And they've got these satellite things where they start listening to life on planets and stuff, and they convince there's people there. I don't even want to know there's people there. If they're up there, they can stay up there. Why would they want to come here anyway? They're probably better off wherever they are. Oh yeah, when they wear aluminium on the head and yeah. I lived through that generation as well, where the aliens were coming. There's been some theories. Yeah, they come, they have to wear a mask. We'd know it with them if they came in disguise, wouldn't they? Even if they look like humans, because they wouldn't be wearing a mask and they wouldn't be allowed to the shops. Who knows? Who knows whether they're green or not? Maybe they look like us. Who knows? Maybe they don't. Maybe there's nobody there. Yeah, the little green men. You could say, "How come your cucumbers are green?" And they'd probably say, "Our cucumbers are not green. Ours are purple or red." No, I've given up speculating if there's life on other planets. There's enough crazy people down here without bringing any more in. I'd try it if it tasted like a cucumber. Because there are lots of things they experiment with nowadays where things are the wrong colour, don't they? It's like eating a purple apple or something, isn't it, really? I think you'd sort of balk against it. Yeah, they might have great yarn. Just think if I move up on the Fylde coast, I'll be next to Lolly's little yarn shop. Yeah, they experiment, don't they, with growing vegetables that are different colours these days. I'm still trying to get used to purple broccoli. Mind you, I put my purple broccoli into boil and it came out green. I don't know, I did something wrong. It wasn't purple when it came out when I cooked it. And I didn't cook it, I didn't overcook it. I told you I'm not a brilliant cook. Yeah, yellow tomatoes and green tomatoes are nice. Yeah. I like green tomatoes. Well, I only ever had them when I was growing my own tomatoes, and some of them I had to take them off when they were green because they were starting to get a little bit. Yeah, why did my purple broccoli go green when I boiled it? I was so disappointed. I wanted it to be. Yeah, I mean, some of the lettuce I grew was purple. It's a brand of lettuce, isn't it, that's purple? Purple tomato potatoes. I still not used to sweet potato mash yet. Something wrong with my potatoes tasting sweet. Not right, is it? My daughter-in-law loves sweet potatoes. They eat a lot of them. But to me, no, mash has to taste like mash. Hey, Fred, how are you, dear? No, I don't eat black bananas. I'll eat yellow ones and green ones, but I'm not eating black ones. No, I don't know what there is about sweet potatoes. They just taste too sweety for me. I like my potatoes to taste like potatoes. And how are you, Ephraim? Yeah, not seen you for a long, long time. Trust you're doing well and you're back working again after all this lockdown. Don't tell me you've got to wear a mask when you're doing somebody's hair. Yeah, I don't like sweet potatoes. My son and my daughter-in-law love them. I don't mind if they're like chips and they're done like kind of roasted like in the oven, you know, like wedges, sweet potato wedges. I don't mind them. Oh, you live in a nightmare. How can you do hair when your customer's wearing a mask and you're wearing a mask, Ephraim? It's been very difficult. You know, especially when you're washing your hair and they get their elastic wet behind their ears. Yeah? You have to put the hairdryer on the elastic to dry it out a bit. Oh, I can't imagine. A mask, a shield, and a gown. You'd be like your operating theatre. I'm not cutting anybody's hair. I'm waiting to get my toes on. What my toenails doing? What chiropodist? Because the blinking salons have been shut, so I couldn't even pay to go and get my pedicure. I mean, normally I just have my toes cut because I get it done for free on the NHS, but they're so long, my toenails now. You could paint them like talons. They're as long as my fingernails. Keep waiting for them to break. Well, Elise keeps saying, cut them down. They look silly because they're so long and your others are so short. But they'll break. I know they'll break. They'll snap off. Then I'll cut them. I'll file them down. Trouble is when they break my nails, they break straight at the bottom and they go right across, like right down to the bottom, like those have done. That's not too bad. It's growing again, but that one's right off at the bottom. And I don't like fake nails. I can't do anything when they have fake nails on. You know, these people who have the acrylic nails and stuff. I can't do with them. Can't do anything. It's like aliens on the end of my fingers. Can't cross. I can't do anything. Yeah, yours are long and stuff. Mine are only long in places. They're not as long as yours, though, Ephraim. I've got 2 long nails on each hand. That's all I've got. The other 2 are broken off. And my thumbnails won't grow. I've got what they call stunted thumbs. There's a name for them. Bless the heck. It's like a club thumb or something it's called. The nails just don't grow on it. They just grow weird. So I can't grow nails on my thumb because they grow out at an angle. like that, and then they just break and they're really sore. So I can't grow my thumbnails. They were the worst when I had acrylic nails put on once. I couldn't, they stuck out at a funny angle. Have you got those thumbs? They go like club thumbs, I think they call them. It's something it's genetic. They go the other opposite way. And when the nail grows out, it grows out at a funny angle. Yeah, genes are funny things, yeah. I inherited the funny toes as well. I've got a little teeny weeny toe on one foot. There's no bone in it, it's just a little teeny weeny toe. My mum said she always knew where I was on the beach because I only left, on my right foot, I only left like 4 toe prints. A big toe and 3 toes. So she always knew where I was. She used to look in the wet sand, see where I'd walked, because she knew where I'd gone then. Because I was the only person on the beach. My cousin's got it too on both feet. She's got the little toes on both feet. And my other aunt, she has both of those fingers were these fingers. She had to have a wedding ring specially made for her because she had 2 tiny fingers. And they were the same height. They were short like that on both hands. So we're all the same generation, even though I call her my auntie. She was actually my cousin. But she was so much older than me, I always called her auntie. So you can have your web toes cut, but I imagine it's very painful to have the web toes. Yeah, 2 of mine are sort of half webbed at the top. It's all genetic. The thing I did when I came round after I'd had my son was look at his toes and look at his hands. And, you know, like the midwife said to me, what are you looking at? And I'm just saying, I'm just checking. His feet and his toes are fine. I said, because it's like a genetic thing in the family, but his feet and his hands are fine. He hasn't got it, the gene. If he'd have had children, I dare say maybe they'd have got it, but you don't know, do you? But my cousin, who's got the same toes like as me, her children haven't got it. So maybe it skips a generation, who knows? Because I don't think any of my real aunts had it, and I'm sure my grandma didn't have it. It's queer how you get these genes that sort of pop up into it. You know, some people have funny noses, funny ears, funny teeth. Depends on whether you get good genes or bad genes. I think my genes were pretty much okay. Oh, is that what it's called? Brachydactyly. I inherited that gene as well, Ephra. I inherited that. I knew it had a long name, Tina, yeah. Yeah, I've got it on 2 thumbs. I mean, I know my nail's short, but it won't. I keep it short like that because it won't grow. So it looks funny. Especially when I used to have my nails painted and they wanted to paint, she said, don't paint me thumb, don't draw attention to it. I don't want anybody looking at it. When I went to the beauty place, like, I've had my toes, you know, chiropody or something like that. She was fascinated with my little toe. Yeah, when I used to go, when I had problems with my feet at one time, all they wanted to do was take my little toe off. And I kept saying, I don't want to take my little toe off. It's not causing me any problems. Why would I want to have my toe taken off? I said, I'd look more odd with a missing toe than I would with a little short toe. I said, if it was causing me problems, yeah, let them take it off. But to me, that was like unnecessary. Yeah, I do that. I always hope, especially when I'm doing anything on showing magazines and things on the, um, the YouTube. I always try and keep my thumb out of the way because I don't like people looking. Because people used to look at me and go, "What's wrong with your thumb? Did you bite your nails right down?" And I go, "No, I cut them right down because." Yeah, I know when I got married and I was showing everybody my engagement. Look, see, you can see my thumb sticking out, funny angle. When I used to show people my wedding ring and my engagement ring, I used to always do that and just show them my fingers. Can I look at your engagement ring? Yeah, there you go. No thumb. It's embarrassing. That used to be worse when I used to bite my nails. Oh, do you know, I hate people with bitten nails. It really, really annoys me. And yet I used to do it. When I was little, my mother used to do everything. She used to paint my nails with something horrible to make me not bite my nails. But my trouble is now is if they break, I'll what I call trim them. You know, can't do with anything. Snagging. I have to keep filing them and messing with them until I get them so they're not got snaggy bits on. Because when you crochet and you've got snaggy bits on your nails, it pulls, doesn't it, on everything. I mean, I even file my skin. If I've got any snaggy bits on my skin, I even file that. Can't deal with snaggy bits. My nail file's quite a nice one. It's called a diamond point one. And it's really good. It doesn't, like an ordinary nail file rasps, doesn't it? This one doesn't. It's very, very fine. Cost me quite a bit of money, but it's a diamond file or something. You got the tidy jeans. No, that's one gene that missed me by. I've got the untidy hoarder gene. The hoarder gene is definitely in the family. I have an aunt that would have been on hoarders. I mean, she's no longer with us now, but she was 10 times worse than me. She had about 5 knitting machines and she had wool everywhere. And she had a wool shop as well. It's funny, it must be something in the genes. Because she had a wool shop. I had a wool shop. Everybody kept saying, "Oh, you sound like your Auntie Edna." And I'm like, no. Yeah, I only file my nails with a diamond nail file. Yes, that's posh, isn't it? Yeah, very posh. The only thing I don't like is taking scissors to my nails. I've got a thing about scissors. I can't cut my nails with scissors. What did I have done to my back? I had a rod and pins put in it. I had my spinal fusion. It's like a piece of Meccano in my back. No, it's not better. It's better than it was. It doesn't shunt. My legs don't go from underneath me anymore. And my spinal cord's not trapped anymore. So, but the pain's still there. Yeah, I've got a rod like that in the back, and I've got I think it's 6 or 8 screws that cross over into my back. The last time I went and had an X-ray, this nurse said to me, "Oh, she said, you've got some impressive metalwork in there, haven't you?" So, but it doesn't set off alarms when I go through the airport security. Although I did tell them, and I actually went through the same thing as the pilots. The pilots got me. God, they had to go through it, everything. They had to take the shoes off the pilots and put them on the thing to be inspected. Everything had to come out their pockets. Everything had to go. You wouldn't think they'd be subjected to all of that scrutiny. But they scrutinise everything that, all the bags get x-rayed, everything. Like the shoes get x-rayed and everything. Oh, I don't know. I had trouble with my son when he was little. He wouldn't have his hair washed. We finished up having to buy one of these big, like, halo thing, because he couldn't stand the soap going over his face. We tried washing his hair backwards and everything. He used to scream, and it was ages before he wouldn't go in a shower because he couldn't stand the water going over his face. Yeah. Hi, baby. Yeah. My friend's little boy won't have his hair cut, you know, because he doesn't like the buzzing, you know, when you put the buzzer thing on him, because he's autistic, so it could be something to do with that. He doesn't like his hair. He looks like a girl. His hair's really long. My boy used to have really long curly hair. He's bald now, but he used to have long blonde curly hair, and he looked like a boy. He had a real boy's face. But everybody used to say, isn't she lovely? Isn't she pretty? And all that. And I'm like, no, it's a boy. He's not pretty. He hasn't got a pretty face at all. He's a boy. Yeah. I used to hate having my hair washed because my mother had this massive, massive jug. And she used to wash my hair in the bath. And she used to keep pouring it and pouring it. And I'm like, I can't breathe. Because it was like constant water going over my face. And she wouldn't stop it. She wouldn't put my head back or anything. And I used to feel as I was being drowned. Yeah. My mother was very rough. You know, no sense, no feeling. My dad used to say, you know, when she used to wash you, she used to wash you. I felt like she was washing him with a pan scrub. And she, near ears and near ears. She wasn't gentle at all. Yeah, when she washed your back and everything, it was like a big loofah. Ugh. Yeah. So my mother she had no gentleness in my mother. It wasn't, oh, come here, dear, while I do your hair. It was like, and she did my hair. You came out of there feeling like you had an Indian head massage when she used to wash your hair. And she had really long, strong fingernails, my mother. She had the strongest fingernails I've ever known. They never broke or anything. They were like iron. And she used to in your hair. Yeah. My dad used to say the word gentle was never in my mother's makeup at all. Everything she did, she was like, you know, when she used to stroke you when you were a kid, it was like being stroked like a tiger. You hadn't got gentleness. Even the cat. Squeaky clean. I was red raw. She used to use one of them big loofahs, and it wasn't a soft loofah. It was, yeah. Yeah, you stop painting, Jill. Have yourself a rest. I'm ordering you. Janet has spoken. Put my hair in rags. Yeah. And I used to be saying, they're too tight, they're hurting my head. She used to try everything to get me to have pretty, pretty hair. Yeah. But my hair was just like this. It's just, when I wash my hair, when it's wet, it's curls. So why is it when it dries, it's straight? I mean, my friend that used to live next door, he came and had just had a shower. And I took the towel off and he went, oh, I didn't know you had curly hair. It was all curls. But yeah, the minute it dries, it's straight. So I don't know why. I've tried putting like mousse in it while it's like curly. My mum used to put rags in it to give me, because I always had long hair, rags in it to make it go. It used to drop out. The minute she took the rags out, it'd be all curls like that. And then the minute she took her rags out, it just go. She used to try curling my ponytail. When she made me ponytail, she'd curl it round and round and round and round, trying to make it curl, but yeah, it wouldn't. because I always had long hair because my mother's words were, our Janet's got such strappy hair. Not the hate business, the hair business. Miguel, you've got a typo again. Yeah, Fibre Floozy was a hairdresser, Mr. Marsh, so you could ask her why the little boy doesn't like his haircut. No, she wasn't in the hate business, Miguel. Miguel and his typos. Oh gosh, my phone makes so many typos. It's ridiculous. I'm so hungry. What can I eat? I don't want any more crisps. I don't want any more chocolate. I could just eat a big sandwich. No, you're not going to buy another can, Jill. That's the end of it now. If I got to the end of the tin, that's the end. So I wonder you've not got a bad chest with all that painting you're doing. Hope you've got all your windows open and your doors open. Look at that. That's the trouble we have with fat arms, is everything digs in. This is why I get itchy. No, I'm not doing any more Chinese food today. Oh, itchy. Just ignore that. That's me. What do you call it? Me. What do you call it? Do you know I'm forgetting words for everything today? Eczema is the other one. I nearly said cirrhosis, but it's not. Oh dear. It's the other one. It's not. My mum used to, when I hated the hairdressers, my mum used to take me to a place, it was called Lewis's in Manchester. And you used to be able to sit on a horse or sit on a, while you had your hair cut. And they made a right bee's knees of my hair. They were rotten hairdressers. But it was the only way. Psoriasis, that's what the word I'm looking for. See, brain's gone. So I used to sit on this blinking horse or zebra or giraffe, whatever it was. But they were terrible hair cutters. And I used to always want to go and have my hair cut there. It was like 3 times the price of an ordinary hairdresser's. But that was the only place I'd let them touch my hair. So that's why I had long hair, because my mother never took me there. Oh, a grilled cheese sandwich would just sound nice, yeah. And a tomato sandwich. I love tomatoes, yeah. Hey, baby. Sajida. Yeah, if he's 3, you can't exactly let him have the scissors, can you? When I was little, I decided I didn't want a fringe anymore. So apparently I got my mum's scissors, just got a hold of my fringe, stuck it in the air and just chopped it off dead level with my hair, my scalp. My mother went potty. I just thought that was it. I didn't want a fringe anymore. I looked like Dennis the Menace for ages afterwards, because these sprouty things were growing at the front. She went potty, my mother. All right, Susan. Yeah, you won't be able to tell what everybody's talking. Making my arms itch. Cold now. I'm cold. My coffee's gone cold. I'm hungry. I always go. Does anybody else go cold when they're hungry? I go freezing cold when I'm hungry. Absolutely freezing cold. I was watching a YouTube video of somebody whose kid had autism, and she was like kind of following him around with the scissors and letting him run up and down. And every time he stopped, she'd do a little bit more, then he'd run around a bit more, then she'd do a little bit more. And his mother said she's the only woman I know who's got the patience to cut my child's hair with autism. She really just went outside with him once. He ran outside into, out to the hairdressers and outside, and she was still there cutting his hair with the scissors outside. Yeah. I mean, she did manage to get him quite a decent haircut in the end, but she must have been worn out running around after him. Yeah, you've seen that video, have you? Yeah. Because this woman was praising her, saying, she's a wonderful hairdresser. She knows exactly what to do with a kiddie. She never said sit down, sit still and all that. She just let him run around. Yeah. My friend's son doesn't like the buzz of the vibration. Oh, the haircut video, yeah. How much was going? I sent it to you, didn't I? I think Ethan. But that woman was just cutting chunks out of her hair with big scissors. I thought at first it was a wig or something, but then I realised no, it was her real hair. Man, she was a bit, wasn't she? She wasn't quite there in the head, I don't think. I only ever trim a bit of my fringe, and it's very gently. A pair of little scissors, I do my fringe. Yeah, that's where I used to have my hair cut it when I went up to Lewis's. They used to have all different animals. You could choose which animal you sat on. There was like giraffes and elephants and whatever you could sit on. Now I'm itching now because I put that wool on my hands. Oh, making me itch. That's what I'm like with wool. I love the warmth of wool, but it makes me itch, itch, itch. I'll have red arms in a minute, where the patches are red coming out on. Yeah, where you can tell where wool's touched my skin, it usually goes bright red. I can't see so much because I've got hairy arms, but it's gone bright red. It's a shame because I like to wear the woolly one because they keep my hands. Piece of fruit. I don't mind a banana when I'm hungry. Yeah. Oh, you just reminded me. Got some biscuits. Got some biscuits. You have no bread or cheese for grilled cheese? That's very bad planning, that, Miguel. You have no bread. Yeah, I've got fruit shortcake. I forgot about them. Ugh, soft. I obviously didn't twist the packet very well. Oh, gherkins and cheese. That sounds lovely. Does cheese not make you dream? Like my mother used to say that. Don't have cheese at night, make you dream. Give you bad dreams. Never does with me. That's the difference between a cake and a biscuit. The biscuit goes soft and soggy. Well, Nathan, hello. Where have you been, Miss? Why would you want to cook lentils? Didn't want to sound cheesy. You get your caught, you'll go. The hook will come in a minute, drag you off the stage. I don't like soggy biscuits, but I'll eat them because I'm hungry. I love gherkins. Love gherkins on a sandwich with cheese as well. A tomato and onion and no pale cucumber. Well, you read it, yeah. Not eating enough can make you cold. Oh, I love fruitcake with cheese. Oh, God. I'm not the only one. Somebody put that on Facebook. It says, do you eat things that people go, ugh? And she put, yeah, I eat cheese on my fruitcake. So she was from the north as well. Hi, Rebecca. Maybe it's just a northern thing. Hi, Kimberly. Gherkins and beetroot, not together. I like beetroot sandwiches. Makes your bread all go pink though. Pickled beetroot. I like the boiled fruit cake, where you put all your fruit and that and sugar and everything, and you simmer it all so that it all soaks everything up. There's water and stuff in it, and it soaks it all up, and then you just add your flour and your eggs, and then you bake it. It's a boiled fruit cake. You only boil the fruit, you don't boil the whole cake. But you boil the fruit up, and then so it soaks everything, and then you let it go cold. And then when it's cold, you can put your flour in and your eggs in, and then you just put it straight in the oven. No, it's a recipe out of Biro, boiled fruit cake. Fruit cakes, it's lovely. It's not like Christmas cake. It's just it's lovely and moist. I used to make it all the time because it was so easy. You didn't have to mess about. Yeah, boiled fruit cake. Yeah, it's definitely a recipe. It's all dried fruit, Miguel. Currants, raisins, candy peel, whatever. You put your sugar in it, put the water in it. It's a measured amount of water, not just any amount of water. And then you simmer it until all the water's soaked up. Then you let it go cold. So all your fruit is nice and plump. And it's not like hard currants or anything like that. It's all nice and plump, all the fruit. Then you just put the flour in there. Have you heard of it, Kimberly? A boiled fruit cake? No, they don't. I don't boil the whole cake. Yeah. Your icebox cake and your dump cakes. Anymore. Yeah, use cold tea in the soak. Yeah, no, I don't use the cold tea. I just use, water and the sugar. Yeah, everybody's thinking that we're all crazy. And it's up the north. No, it's not just up the north. But everybody loved my fruitcake. And when I told him I bought the fruit first, they're all, huh? I said, well, that's why it's so nice, because all the fruit's soft and squashy. So you don't bite into a hard currant or a bit of candy peel. Kelly likes making. Yeah. Kelly likes making carrot cake. I've not made carrot cake. How long do I boil it for? It's not long. Because it's just till it soaks. You don't really boil it. You sort of simmer it more than boil it. And then you have to let it go cold before you put the flour and the eggs in, obviously. I used to use brandy to soak my fruit in for my Christmas cake. Yeah, that's what I do, just to soften it, yeah. Just till all the fruit soaks up all the water, till it's all nice and plump. Mm. Oh, I used to, yeah. I used to start making my Christmas cakes about October. You know, putting rum in it and soaking all the fruit in it. So when you used to take the lid off it, it was like, people used to be, they would have failed the breathalyzer on a slice of my cake. I always used to say to them, would you like a slice of Christmas cake to take home with you? Especially if they were driving. Because they always said, boy, you know, ooh, pin your eyes back when you've had a slice of Janet's Christmas cake. Everybody loved it though. I used to make 3 or 4 every year. I used to make one for the lads across the road. What do you put in this Christmas cake? It's gorgeous. One of them said to me, can't you make Christmas cake more often? My mum used to make the best trifle ever. And I've watched her make it, and I've tried to emulate it, how she did it. Mine never turned out. My mum used to make hers with jam roll and or sponge fingers with custard like at the bottom. And then she did all the different layers of jelly stuff and fruit and everything. And it used to be absolutely gorgeous. She used to soak her sponge fingers or a jam roll in sort of some alcohol, yeah. Yeah, jelly. I love jelly. I just eaten some jelly today. I made an orange jelly and I put, you know, mandarin slices in it. A sponge finger is, you buy them in the shop. They're just like a finger and they're made out of sponge cake. But you don't really eat them on their own. You only ever use them in a trifle. Because you use them to soak up the alcohol, yeah, to put in a trifle. Yeah. Yeah, jelly I love. I bought some jellies as a matter of fact, yeah. I I love putting fruit in a jelly. Yeah. Like I said, mandarin oranges and an orange jelly. And I made it up and it's lasted me four nights for me afters. I love my jelly. It's good when you're sort of on a diet, you can get the sugar-free jellies. And, you know, I always like to have an after, some afters or something. And whereas I shouldn't really have anything like biscuits and cake, I thought, oh, I'm going to get some sugar-free jelly. And I really enjoyed my mandarin oranges and orange jelly. I can't remember what I used to put in the green jelly. Hmm. I don't know. I never have a problem with that. It's funny because that's what the pharmacist always says to me when I do for me assessment for all my medications. You know, are you regular? And I'm going, yeah. And somebody shouldn't be. With all these meds you take, the side effect of all of them is constipation. And I said, no, don't have that. No. I don't like that whipping stuff. I don't like it unless it's proper cream. I don't like those imitation whip things. No. I never liked any of them instant whips and stuff you made or whatever. I never liked them. Oh yeah, fruit cocktail. Maybe that's what I used to put in green jelly. Tomato soup from a can in a cake. Ooh, no. The thought of that would not let me eat it. It took me a long while before I'd try carrot cake. I could not get my head around the fact that you put carrot in the cake. Now I love it, especially if it's got the, the cream cheese like kind of frosting on top of it. But obviously, for obvious reasons, I don't eat much cake now because I'm diabetic, so I have to watch. I've heard of lemonade cake. Gigi's parents make lemonade cake. Oh, that kind of whipped cream. I thought you meant that instant whip stuff that's not cream. You know, that instant whippy stuff that they used to sell in a packet and you used to have to mix it up and that, ooh. It was awful. It was all sweet and sickly and horrible. I don't know what they used to call it. Was it instant whip or something? It was like the rage. It was like the latest thing to have for puddings. It sets a bit like blancmange. Doing whippies with the cans of whipped cream, yeah. Oh no, it wasn't cream. It was instant whip. It was called. I don't know what it was, but it was horrible. There's some kind of a powdery stuff that used to get in a packet and you used to have to mix it. I think it was water and milk and whip it up. It was like a blancmange thing. It was little. It was vile, absolutely vile. It's like those yogurts that are made out of soya milk. And soya milk is absolutely disgusting. It's like rice milk and that. Oh God, why do they muck about with it? Sheep's milk, goat's milk, drink that. Oh, our chat goes everywhere but crocheting. I'm not doing much crocheting, as you know. My hands hurt, my knees hurt, my legs hurt. Now my back's itching. Ugh. Yeah. I don't like almond milk. I don't like nuts, so I don't like almond milk. I'm not allergic to it, I just don't like it. I think I'm a bit allergic to cow's milk. I'm dehydrated, my back's itch. Oh dear. I've had enough coffee, but that doesn't make you hydrated. It has to be water. Coffee's supposed to dehydrate you. He hasn't said he's confused yet today, Shad. We're having a good day. Except he's a bit upset because his cucumbers won't go green. So, he's having a bit of a paddy whack there. Because his cucumbers are pale. And he doesn't know why. He's been hating on his cucumbers and going, You make a dish at the flan. I can't do, that blind bake pastry. Whenever I do a blind bake, it doesn't matter how many beans and stuff I put on top, it always goes up in the middle. Yeah, you could put chicken manure around on the soil around your cucumbers. Maybe the soil's lacking in something. The soil around here is very sort of sandy and clay, kind of sandy and stuff. I always have to put my vegetables in, pots with like compost and stuff. They won't grow in the ground here. Your soil's missing rain. Well, get the hose pipe out. Mainly over here, we've only got to have not rain for about 3 weeks, and then we have a hose pipe ban. We don't conserve water here. We're terrible over here in the UK. People live on islands that have no blooming rain at all, and yet they don't get hose pipe bans. I know my cousin used to always do soil analysis. She bought these kits before she planted everything to find out where, what to add to a soil to make it right for the different vegetables that she was growing. Because different things want different kinds of soil, yeah. So she bought this soil testing kit, yeah. She has a really good vegetable garden, I'll tell you, I'll give you a due. She grows all sorts of stuff. She's got all kinds of veggies, different beds with different things. I mean, she lives on her own now because, unfortunately, she was married to my cousin and he passed away last year. But, yeah, she's very self-sufficient with what she grows, yeah. She hasn't got that big of a garden either. She's very self-sufficient as far as veggies are concerned, yeah. She hasn't got any chickens or anything. Yeah, he was ill for quite a long time, my cousin. He had quadruple heart bypass and he was never well after that. He got rheumatic fever when he was a child and it affected his heart valve or something. So, even when he was growing up as a teenager. Never stopped him though. He was always, quite active until, he had to have the quadruple heart bypass. It's so funny, the last funeral we went to, he kept saying, I'll be the next one. I'll be the next funeral you go to. And I said, don't talk like that, Peter. But he did look bad. He was trying to gasp for breath. And he'd gone really, really thin. And sure enough, he was right. This was the next funeral. He's only my age as well. He's 2 years older than me, I think. Reach out and touch somebody's channel. When you have a channel, Miguel, then you can call other people who don't have one. But Miguel won't do a channel. He's got a load of people following him and yet he doesn't put anything on his channel. I used to love when I was doing my little garden. It was all in pots and stuff because my soil's rubbish. But my daughter-in-law, she absolutely loves gardening. So if I get a garden, big garden, she'll grow some veggies in it for me. So, Yeah, but if he's a teacher, he can't have a Facebook channel. Well, you can, but you can't. My niece won't have one because of that, because she's head teacher. She doesn't want her people, you know, to know what she gets up to in her private life. She won't go on. Do you need a responsible adult? I think you do. Instagram, like I should do. I should do it, promote myself, promote things, do things, put things on my Instagram, and I always forget. You know, you get people who put every dinner. This is the dinner, this is the breakfast, this is the tea. Oh, we've gone here, picture of the chip shop, we've gone there. I never got on the hang of that. Taking pictures of everything like that. No, I don't choose fat-free things. It's like I don't choose sugar-free things. You know, if I happen to choose them, it's kind of just because I like the look of it or whatever. I don't go, oh, got to have that, it's sugar-free. You only grow flowers in yours. Well, that's one thing, Aoife. I'd like to grow some vegetables, but they'd have to be raised beds because I can't bend to do any gardening. So, yeah, I got taught that when I went to swimming. I went to Rosemary Conley Swimming Club, and she said, don't go for anything that's fat-free because it's a misnomer, because it's going to be high in sugar. It's going to be worse for you than having the real thing. How am I today? I am absolutely fine, yes. Absolutely fine. Tired, knackered, worn out, but I'm fine. I don't have one of those channels, you know, where it's like, oh, I'm not well today. I think I've got this. I think I've got that. Oh, I might have COVID. No, I'm not one of them people. I'm always fine. I watch some channels and I'm thinking, why do people watch this person? All they do all the time is talk about the ailments. And I'm like, when does she ever have a day where she says, oh, I'm feeling well today? I might go, oh, I'll be back today. Oh, I'll be back. Yeah, perhaps your cucumbers have got COVID. Perhaps you should test them. See if they've been attacked. Yeah. My niece got tested and all it said was that she didn't have it. But she said, well, I know that. I might have had it, but I didn't have it. But it doesn't tell you whether you've had it in the first place. It just tells you don't have it now. Hey, baby, you're back. Yeah, COVID cucumbers. You could advertise them as a new line. I've got COVID cucumbers. Oh my God, yeah, veg or animals like chickens or something. You can't have any eggs because they've got COVID. Oh, your gladiolas have done horrible. I remember the last time I grew anything, my tomatoes went, whoa, they've all got this rot. And I was quite chuffed because I was talking to a guy, a little old guy down the bottom who used to grow every vegetable under the sun. Brilliant. He used to have a little plot and everything. And I was telling him about my tomatoes, and he said, mine have done that this year. He said it's some kind of a blight. And I thought, oh, thank goodness for that. This wonderful, wonderful gardener had got a blight on his tomatoes, so I didn't feel quite so bad. Didn't feel so much of a failure. Mm. Now, tomatoes are fruit. Something else is a fruit that doesn't sound like it should be a fruit. Yeah, you can still pack some more cucumbers and hope they turn green. But this time, read up what you're supposed to supplement your soil with before you plant your cucumbers. Maybe it's your soil that's done that. Maybe there's something in the soil that the cucumbers don't like. Who knows? It's like the guy across the road, he had this marvellous rhododendron, beautiful rhododendron. And I said to him, how do you get it blue like that? And he said, but you've got to use this and that and the other. And he had all these different supplements that he had to put on to keep his rhododendron blue, because ours used to keep going pink. Sunshade if they're getting too hot. Put a little cover over them. Yeah, I think it was a hydrangea we had. Ours was pink and his across the road was blue. And it changes colour apparently something to do with the soil. He fed his with this different kind of stuff and his went lovely blue shade. It was gorgeous. Oh, you've got a courgette. I grew one courgette and then the others went weird. Yeah, I know it was something to do with the soil. Yeah. Ours was pink and his was blue. But he used to put all this special fertilizer. He gave in fact, I found it the other week, this little recipe for all the stuff he used to have. Well, you had to feed it with. It's like a blooming cocktail. I thought all that just to keep your hydrangeas blue. The courgette was a small hen. No. I like courgettes. I bet. I like courgettes. You have to be careful though, don't get too wet, don't you, when you're cooking them? Because I like to fry mine with onions and stuff. Zucchini. What are the purple ones then? What are they? Courgettes are the green ones. I always thought the zucchini was a purple one. What am I thinking? Oh, aubergine. That's what I'm thinking of. Aubergine. Yeah, you call them an eggplant. We call them an aubergine. I wonder why they call it an eggplant. Oh, I love the Italian grandma recipes, yeah. If you watch, she's not been on today, but she usually comes on. She Spins, she's called. And she has a load of stuff in her back garden that she grows. Juanita, that's it, yeah. Oh, you're going, Patricia, right? We'll see you later. Yeah, I watched her make minestrone soup, I think she was making. And everything but the kitchen sink was going in this soup. But it looked good. She was making like a big bucket full she was making. Oh, I see. Yeah, she sings opera, doesn't she? Or whatever. Hello, Lydia. Yeah, she bursts into song, doesn't she? I used to like that other lady. I mean, she's died now, but she used to do that. Not wartime cooking. What was it called? Prohibition type cooking. You know, like poor man's this and poor man's that. How you made things out of nothing. When it was like the Wall Street crash and that, she where they used to make food out of nothing and nowhere. Yeah, I used to like watching her. I think she was Jewish, I'm not sure. Yeah, depression cooking, yeah. Miguel, you'll be iced up, your tongue will be frozen. Yeah, our wartime recipes are horrible. You know, they used to make it with powdered egg and stuff. I must admit, our wartime recipes weren't. So, no, they weren't nice. Dried egg was not nice. Well, Italians cook all the time, don't they? Part of their lifestyle. They'll spend all day cooking something. I go in the kitchen, it's got to be 5 minutes and I'm out again. You're having a purple popsicle, you have a purple tongue. Yeah, they added all sorts to it. I watched a program one time where they were saying when you used to buy the cheap washing powders, a lot of that was ground up cardboard, you know, to make it look more with the washing powder. I wouldn't like to spend all day cooking and then somebody comes in and demolishes it in 5 minutes. Then you've got all the washing up to do. No, thank you. I'm not a cook. I mean, like Kelly spent all day. The other day, she went to the butcher's and got all her meat and stuff. She made a load of stuff for her freezer. I used to do that when I was younger, but not so much with savoury stuff. I used to do it more with the cakes and things. Because we never bought cake. I always had homemade cake. So when I had a day off, I would just make cake and cake and cake and put it on in the freezer. And they would eat it faster than I could cook it. I had to put it in the freezer to save it, otherwise they were eating a lot. I swear if I'd have made the cakes on what used to be my day off used to be Tuesday. I swear I made about 6 cakes on Tuesday. If I didn't put them in the freezer, they'd eaten them all before the end of the week. Arian doesn't like cake, but he'll eat homemade cake. But he won't eat a shop bought cake. He might eat a cheesecake now and again. Yeah, during the wartime, I mean, I think before my granddad had kept hens, and he also grew some vegetables and things like that. Nothing posh, it was just carrots and cabbage and rhubarb. And I think he grew potatoes as well. But we used to get bits and pieces off. My dad had a pen, you know, like a hemp pen, we used to call it. But of course, he was away during the war, so, you know, it was left kind of. But when my dad came back, you know, after the war, he, you know, he did start doing hens again and stuff. So we did have hens. Hens have been in my life, Miguel. I'm getting cold now. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, cakes used to be awful because you couldn't get the sugar during the, you know, when it was rationing. So the cakes were always They were usually fruitcake because you put the fruit in to make it a bit sweeter. So, because you couldn't get the sugar. Hello, Linda. I mean, I can remember not being able to get things. I can remember having my first banana, which was quite a while after the war had ended. And also, there was no oranges, if you know what I mean, tangerines and stuff. They came in later. There's lots of things you couldn't get. You know, sweets, chocolate, everything was all on ration. More or less anything to do with sugar. I don't know why sugar was on ration, probably because it couldn't come in, because all the sugar came from abroad. There wasn't any like English. Oh no, coffee. You couldn't get coffee at one time. We used to have camp coffee, which was and chicory coffee. Chicory coffee. Oh God. It wasn't coffee at all. I think that was chicory. They used to do hazelnut coffee as well. Oh, anything that was but real coffee. And tea was, you know, like people drank tea like it came out their ears. But it was the same, like there was no sugar. You had a sugar ration. It was just about enough for about half a teaspoon in people's tea. It's no wonder nobody was obese when we were young, because there was nothing around that was sweet. I can remember having like chocolate if chocolate was on ration, and my aunts didn't eat chocolate, so we used to get their sweet ration, which still wasn't much at all. And you'd get this little bar of chocolate, and one particular chocolate was called Five Boys, and there was 5 little boys on this chocolate bar. And it was only thin little chocolate bar. And my mum used to say it was 5 boys, so it was like 5 days. So you broke it off, you had one little boy a day. What did we eat? We ate. Oh, I mean, my dad was a butcher, so we always had some kind of meat. Hereafters, or blancmange. You know, our cake made with fruit because there was no sugar. You couldn't make a sponge cake or anything because there was no sugar. But we never went short of anything. We never went short of food or anything. Of course, you could always get corned beef because that wasn't on the ration for some reason. My dad didn't like it because it was Argentinian, but he used to call it bull beef or whatever. He said it's not proper beef if it's from Argentina. But we used to, you know, have corned beef hash and put that in. Hi, John. Yeah, cheese and onion pie. We used to have that. Things like that. It didn't eat an awful lot of meat, or not meat as you could christen it. There was never a joint of meat or anything like that. And chickens and turkeys were like at Christmas and stuff. Yeah, but people just managed. It was no good of moaning because everybody was in the same boat. You had to join queues if you wanted, and your meat was on a ration. You used to get these coupons and stuff. But there was no, I don't think there was any fat people back then, any obese people, because nobody could eat. How about a quickie? How about quiche? I never ate quiche until I've been married for years. We didn't used to call it quiche. It used to be around, but it was like egg and bacon pie or something we called it. So when it was quiche, I thought, what on earth's quiche? Thought I've never eaten that, but we used to call it something else. It was like egg and bacon pie or something. So it's been around for donkey's years, but it wasn't called quiche. Ants. Oh, I don't care. I had them in my kitchen once, but I got rid of them with spray. No, my daughter was here. She was going, "Oh, don't spray that ant spray stuff." She said it's like this and that, and we're using that worktop and all that jazz. But when they went out, I went, and she said, "Oh, the ants have all gone." I thought, wonder why. Wonder why. It was an ant killer spray I used. I mean, once they'd all disappeared, I washed all the unit down and everything. So nobody got poisoned. We're still alive. She's like, "Oh, don't use the ant spray on the worktop." They didn't come back. We had ants once in the cupboard, but we had, when you have cordial, the drinks, cordial drinks. And if you don't put it back again, my son used to put it back down and there'd be like a ring round. And we got ants in the cupboard. I solved that by, putting bleach down, putting paper. No, fly spray is not the same. It's sort of similar, but ant spray is a different thing altogether. You can buy it. It's just called ant spray. This was a gift, Rebecca, so I can't tell you much about it. It's beautiful, isn't it? But it was a gift. So sadly, I didn't make it, so I have no idea what the pattern was. I mean, I love it because they made it for me because they know I love the purples and the lilacs. It was a gift to me for my birthday, I think, one time. It's a really nice big shawl as well. It's really cool, goes all the way down and keeps your arms warm and everything. So it's a lovely, nice big. I think it came from America actually, because I think the yarn's American. I might be wrong, but I've got a terrible, terrible memory, and I should write down who buys me what and who sends me what, because I feel as though I'm being rude to the person who made it me because I can't remember who made it for me. So like I said, my brain's fizzled these days. My long-term memory is not bad, which is the funny bit. It's my short-term memory that's... It could be. I'm sure it came from America, Miguel. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure, yeah. Borax, it's an old... I don't know whether you'll get it anymore now. It used to come in a powder thing. People used to put it in with their washing. Oh, haggis has got all sorts of things like stuffing and all sorts. And they use well, I don't think they do it now, but they used to use a cow's stomach to put it all in. But I think I think it's synthetic what they use now. Well, you can get borax, can you, at the chemist? I know you used to be able to buy it at the supermarket at one time because they used to put it in with the washing. But you've got borax there. You're not bored, are you, Miguel? Yeah, I don't think they sell it in our supermarkets anymore. I think maybe you might get it at the chemist. No, it's not the same as washing powder. It's a different something or other. I don't know what is in it. But you couldn't use it just as washing powder. You used to put it in with things, maybe to make them whiter or something. I don't know what they used to use it for. Yeah, haggis is an acquired taste, Lydia. It's kind of made with some kind of meat and stuffing and something else, yeah. But I wasn't keen on it. My late neighbour, the one who passed away, she was Scottish, and she brought me back a haggis. It's only a little haggis. The chicken breast is haggis. Nothing to do with borax. I think you're lagging behind. Again, Miguel. Lydia's talking about haggis, and the other people are talking about borax, yeah. I'm sure they used to use it in with washing powders as like an additive. I mean, now you put in that other stuff, don't you? They're supposed to get the stains out and things. You pay a fortune for it. You know, that vanish and stuff. That vanish never works on my stains. Scrub and brush and a bit of soap works much better. Yeah, if ever I have any stains on anything before I put it in the washing machine, I put, you know, I put even washing up liquid on it, or, you know, I used to have some green soap. It was household soap. Rub it all over it, and I bought these spray-on stain removers and stuff, and it just... No, borax is a powder, John. It's not Comfort. Comfort's sweet, and it would attract the ants, not repel them. You could try bleach if you haven't got anything at the moment, if you want to just try a bit of neat bleach stuff. But I just got this ant spray and just use that. You buy it at the supermarket where they've got the fly spray and stuff. Yeah, if you haven't got any of that, just try some bleach on a cloth and bleach round. Maybe that'll kill them off. You know, if you put anything like Comfort around, John, they'll just come even more because it's sweet, isn't it? And no, bleach isn't the same. Bleach is a liquid, borax is a powder. But if you haven't got any borax, then you could just use bleach tonight if you want to put something on it tonight. Just get bleach on a cloth and wipe round. And hopefully that will disturb them. They won't want to come back. I don't know what it is, Cheryl. I have no idea because, as I say, I didn't make it. So I don't know what pattern is. It's a pretty pattern. And he's itching now. I put some pain relief balm on it earlier on. I think Jill sent it to me. Some little. And it's made my knee started itching now. Well, it's ages after I put it on, but it's made my knee itch now. I'm a really itchy coo. Anything I put on my skin makes me itch. Even the stuff that they give me at the chemist for dry skin and that, they give me at the GP, makes my legs itch like hell. I'm odd. I'm an oddity. Everything makes my skin itch. Even my medication, when I take my pills at night, they make my skin itch. Sometimes I have to take Piriton when I go to bed because I'm itching. I'm itching now for some reason. Things I eat make me itch. I guess I'm super sensitive to things. Definitely sensitive to wool. Anything with wool in it, I start itch. Yeah, I like dumplings. I could eat dumplings on their own without anything else. If you just did me dumplings in gravy, I'd be fine. I just like the dumplings. Of course, I've got to put my medication out ready. except I haven't got my what do you call it, my funny pills. Oh goodness, what are you doing, Jane? Got that out of. Oh, does anybody else take all these damn pills? I don't think we have 7 Dust, Miguel. I don't even know what that is. Oh, God, I've dropped my pill. Oh, I don't know where it went. To get another one and look for it later. Yeah, Fairy Liquid is dish soap, yeah. I hate taking all these pills. Really irritates me every night. I used to use soapy water on Greenfly. Greenfly don't like, watered down dish soap. I remember one year I had an ant colony on my patio and they turned into flying ants and they were flying everywhere. Put me right off. Paracetamol. I've already had my. I can't spell. Well, I can spell, it's just I have dyslexic fingers. Yeah, flying ants are horrible things. They fly at you. Ooh. I don't want to open my Coca-Cola just to take my pills, but I'm going to have to get something to take the rest of them with. Oh, I'm going to have to leave the rest until I can get some water or something. I'm not opening my Coca-Cola this time of night. Oh, you like my Frida cup? Yeah. Right, that's the end of my coffee, and I've still got 2, 4, 5 pills to take. I'll get some water when I go off here, and I'm not even sleepy now. That's probably all the coffee. Plus the fact I haven't got my tablets, have I? I could always take my Nitol or whatever, and then I won't wake up tomorrow. We'll see what goes. Yeah, termites are terrible. They eat everything, don't they? Your woodwork and woodworm and different things over here that get into your beams and get into everything, your furniture and all sorts. Yeah, I think I've got my second wind, Chris. Right, Rebecca, I'll say good night. I don't think I'll be much longer either because it's nearly 1 o'clock here, so I think I'll be trying to get some sleep if it works. I can remember when I was a kid, they used to say they were going to stove a house. What it was people used to move out and they used to seal all the windows and the doors, pump the place full of stuff, and it was to kill the fleas off. If people got an infestation of fleas everywhere. And they used to get tickets to go to the public baths, to take a hot bath. And all the clothes had to be taken off of, and what they call stoved, it was stuff. But luckily these days, people don't get fleas the same. I remember a girl getting fleas, and I mean, she wasn't a dirty family, but the fleas must have got in the house somehow. And she had to go and stay with her gran or something. No, I can't. I'm not sleeping at all. I slept lovely last night. Beautifully last night. But the night before that, I was up all night. I do try to get in bed, and I try to think of something nice, and I try thinking about yoga. Yeah, the houses used to get fleas. You always heard of people getting the houses, what they call it, stoved. They used to come along and pump the house full of stuff or something. Yeah, lots of people used to have, fleas, nits, they were all... we had an epidemic of fleas everywhere. I don't mean in the house, I mean everywhere. There was an epidemic of fleas. All the animals were getting them. Fleas, and I had to, flea thing the house. There weren't just like one flea, there was an epidemic of the darn things. And it wasn't just me, there was loads of people whose animals were getting fleas. It was a bad year. My cat was just creeping with the darn things. Of course, he brought them in the house. Got an itchy back again. That's the trouble, though, the hot weather. It makes everything grow bigger, so you get bigger fleas over there. They always say in Texas everything's bigger than everywhere else, so you must get bigger fleas. The people in my street are having a scarecrow competition now. I'm not making one. Oh gosh. It says rain for 120 minutes. I don't think it's raining at the moment. But that's what it says. That's what it says. It's going to rain. Yeah, they're making scarecrows and they're going to put them in the gardens. I don't know quite why they decided to all make scarecrows and put them in the gardens, but I'm not making one. And then I go to sleep when I get to bed. Because I'm saying this now, I'm worried about it, all right. Our gardens are at the front, Miguel. People walk past in the street. We've all got front gardens as well as back gardens. So I presume they're going to put the scarecrows in the front gardens. I'll go for a ride and look at them all when they put them all up. I might even do a video if they all put them in the gardens. It depends who's doing them. I know about 3 or 4 people have said they want to do them. But I shall wait and see when they put them all in the garden. But I'm not doing one. Oh, give over. I've got better things to do with my time, Miguel. I'm not crossing a scarecrow. I'll just stand in the garden and back comb my hair or something. Scare everybody, but bits of straw up my sleeves. I always remember we went to a fancy dress party, and the lad that I used to babysit for, he and his mates had all gone to this fancy dress party. He went as a Roman gladiator, and one of his friends went as the scarecrow, and he'd put all this straw, that they sell for rabbits, all down his shirts and everything. Of course, all night little bits kept falling off of him. Anyway, they were a bit drunk, so they come back with me and my husband and said that they could sleep on the floor. Couldn't sleep on the floor, so I found them all sleeping bags and stuff. And I got up in the following morning, and the front room looked like I had rabbits or something, because this lad must have been pulling chunks of this straw out of him while he was trying to sleep. And then when we got up, he took his shirt off, and he turned around and his back was just scratched to ribbons. I had to bathe him and put all this antiseptic cream on him because the straw just cut his back to, ribbons at the back. He looked like he'd been attacked by a cat. But my house, honest to God, I could have put a horse in there. It was all covered in straw, my house. It took me ages to pick all the bits up. I don't know why they decided on scarecrows. There's some idea. Are you going now, Mr. Marsh? Just trying to say why they decided to do scarecrows. Why they decided on it. It's a community event. As the community events were cancelled this year due to the COVID, the Prestwich team have got their thinking caps on, and we are organising a Prestwich Scarecrow Festival. That's what it is. Prestwich Scarecrow Festival. We are asking the residents to take part in this competition and create a scarecrow with your family, and it's visibly display it. We will run the festival between the 23rd and the 30th of August. So that's why they're doing it, but I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I am being a Mr. Grinch. Yeah, community event. Everybody's making a scarecrow. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not making one. I'm being a Mrs. whatever. Yeah, scarecrow with a mask. I offered somebody I've got like one of those half mannequins upstairs that's just like a very lightweight plastic. And I just said if anybody wants to make a mannequin with this body. And I've said I'm sorry if it offends because it's nude, but nobody's took me up on it yet. But it was later on when I put it up, so maybe somebody has like a mannequin shape at the front and it's hollow at the back, so it's dead lightweight. So much to get rid of, so much to get rid of. So much to do, so little time. Oh, it'll keep me from my sleep now, just thinking about that lot, won't it? Yeah, I'm going to go to bed in a minute. I've got to finish taking my tablets. I've got another 5 still to take and I've run out of coffee. And I'm not opening my Coca-Cola, not just to take 5 tablets. I'm just going to get a glass of water or something. So I'm going to go because I've been on 4 hours tonight, so I think that's enough for anybody. I'm sure you're all bored with me by now, so I'm going to say good night and hopefully, maybe I'll see you in the week. I've got nothing to say on a video. Got nothing to say. I might be up all night, Miguel, so I might be lots of things to do. I'm trying to make the house look tidy, when she comes to value it on Tuesday. And I can't really do much because like he's going to come to do the loft and he'll make a right mess, so everything's happening at the wrong time. If you're hungry, go and make your whatever it is you're going to make. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find something to eat. If you forgot to take your meat out, then that's tough, isn't it? You'll have to have your meat for tomorrow. Don't forget to take it out tonight for tomorrow. Then at least you can have something tomorrow with your meat. You'll have to just have something with vegetables and stuff tonight. Slice up some potatoes and cook it with some other veggies and that. Or make an omelette. Yeah, I could do with something. Although I really am feeling tired. You can tell with my eyes, they go all glassy when I'm tired, yeah. So I'm hoping if I just take my tablets and go straight to bed and don't do anything else, then stop looking at things and don't look at things, then I might get some sleep. So thank you all for your company. And, as usual, I've really enjoyed tonight. So thanks for cheering me up and keeping me company. So I shall see you all. Well, I'll see you all next week, but I'm hoping to see you all in between. And then I shall do the videos of the scarecrows on the 28th of August. I shall go and have a tour around and see what the scarecrows look like. If you've got fresh eggs, you can make an omelette. I'm sure you've got some vegetables or something you can put in your omelette. That'll be something you can eat quick. Yeah, I know about Bam Bam. Yeah, it's such a shame, yeah. These things happen in nature though, Miguel, don't they? You don't know why, but obviously he was poorly internally, wasn't he? So we're talking about a little baby goat that died on a video program that we watch. It went to the vet and had all its antibiotics and stuff, but unfortunately it passed away. It was only a baby goat, little goat. But anyway, people, like I said before, thank you all for keeping me company. I really enjoy talking to you all every Saturday night. It's my party night, so, I like to let my hair down and enjoy myself and chat with you about anything but crochet. Yeah. So I'll see you all later. And did you notice? No trolls tonight. Bye, everybody. We had a troll-free night. Bye, everybody.